Alright. Hey guys, what's going on? FI My Pawn here, and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we began our venture to figure out what ended up happening to Varnhold. We learned a few things here and there, but nothing too amazing just yet. We did also encounter some barbarians that were tracking through the lands, under the orders of the Defaced Sisters. Through the Defaced Sisters, there's a possibility that they can help, but they're probably going to negotiate some sort of price. So we'll have to see what that is in the near future. But apparently it's either save the sisters or we don't get anything. Regardless of the circumstances, whether it's a cold trail or not, we're probably just going to kill the Defaced Sisters because they technically are invading on somebody else's property. And we were tasked to save Varnhold, so we're just gonna use that as an excuse. But I digress. For those of you who are interested, yeah, let's go into this and see what happens, I guess. Now, before last stream ended, we did hit a situation where we could not progress forward. Or at least we ended up going on a hiccup, and we got ourselves reset all the way back here. I fixed that. I took a good 30 minutes before stream started to basically get into a position where we already were at, and now we're good to go basically. So we're just gonna have to deal with whatever we see fit here. I just hope our 4 individuals here, or 5, I guess, are enough to handle what's in this room, so hopefully it is, but who knows, right? Okay, now that we got this, we'll save real quick.
There is no greater satisfaction than overcoming a challenge. That is, of course, until one day the challenge overcomes you.
Okay, mage armor, we've got remove fear, delay poison. I think the best thing I can do here is give off blurs, at least to the tanks, just to minimize the chances of death, to the best of our abilities anyways. Alright, Steven should go over here. The wolf shall go over here so that he can deal with the sorcerer. The less we have to worry about, the better, after all.
Out of my way!
Compson, we'll try and inspire courage while everything is going on.
We can do it!
Yeah, those guys can't do much, so let's just leave them alone. Steven's getting thwomped, it seems. And you know what? This might be a good time to actually use this. One sec. There we go. Paradox. Oh. It seems as though pain comes for us immediately. Okay, somebody's hitting me with pinpoint accuracy, it seems. So we gotta keep that in mind. Okay, well, let's get blur off. Get bless off. What else? I guess bardic music, and Steven can throw in the Peridot Wyvern while we're going. Okay. I think the unlucky ranger or the hopeless cleric is the key here. So we're gonna quickly take out the ranger, I think. We'll get Sundowner and Samuel moving to deal with the cleric next. Because the cleric is next to healing, after all. So the less healing they have, the better. Ah, fear. Now we should be able to take the barbarian out with ease, because Oh, we should probably take out the Innovator Sorcerer more so, actually. Because blindness is not fun. But slow is especially so not. Okay, charge. Oh, I can't charge. Ah! He's going for Compton. Not what we want. And that's that. Took a bit of technical know-how, but I think we got it. I think what was going on was the Ranger was doing quite a lot of damage to begin with, so that's the reason why we had so much trouble. But I digress. Seems we've got a note. Ah, Matthew and my beloved brother, read this and heed my words. This expedition to Eobaria is the stupidest idea I've ever heard of. This is pure madness. If you are lucky, you'll come back empty-handed, a fool in eyes of all of Gralton. But if you're unlucky, you won't come back at all, leaving your wife a widow, your children orphans, and me, Arodin forbid, the heir and head of our insane family. I beg you, by every god and their mother, forget this expedition of yours. Come home. Your brother, Penrod Hanvaki. Huh. Okay. I got +2 tower shields, some gear, a throwing axe called Ornery. Okay. We've got a falchion as well. Got a belt, +2 strength. All of it's important. All of it's nice. Alright, what else we got? We've got a enchanted bow. Breastplate that is not enchanted, so we'll ignore that. We got the Masterwork crossbow. Appears to be a box with Torag's pendant, some rations, and a great club. Masterwork quality. We've got another scrap, and we've got an enchanted falchion named Fury's Legacy. That should be a +4 weapon in the hands of a barbarian, I believe, when they enter rage. And we've now got the white-colored box, so that's fun. Or at least it's helpful, I should say. Now, with all of these combined, now that we have access to them, I should be able to press all of them, and they should combine together to open the door. Alright, let's press that. And boop. Alright, it's counting in seconds, so we need at least one person to be there, so... Okay, we're gonna leave the wolf, I guess? Temporarily. So that way we can quickly go. Okay, we need the blue one first. Although then again, I might as well just open them all then. There we go. And by entering here, we just wait for everything to close up, and then we can press this. And now, we can actually converge on our party, so we'll get the wolf back, we'll get our cleric back, and we'll get Monsoon back. And everybody should be able to converge without too much hassle. Yep. And I guess while I'm waiting, I can start healing some of my party. Price in Descending Order. Alright, let's just start using the Cure Lights to start with. Make that easy on us. Comson's suffering quite a bit. But we can easily give him some Cure Moderates or Cure Seriouses. I'll give the Cure Moderates because we have an abundance of that for some reason. And I'm not going to complain, that's for sure. Let's use 2 on you, use 2 on Mistral. Actually, now I think about it, hold on. Let's take that off. Let's give some to our wolf by using Samuel. There we go. That should help, yeah. Nice. Come on, Mistral. Hustle up. There we go. We need everybody here for this. And honestly, we might as well buff. So yeah, let's do that first. Alright, what's our negatives? We're dealing with negative levels, it seems. So we're gonna want what? Let's see, we got freedom movement, echolocation, haste. Do we have any restoration scrolls? I don't think we do. So that's the downside here. Huh. We do have remove blindness though, so we can remove fatigue. I know one of us is blind at least. I believe it's Compson, yep. Compson can get a remove blindness on him. There we go. Now he's removed blind. We've got Feather Step. Okay, no. We just need to buff up now. Okay, Monsoon's fine. We just got him on Maximize. Compson. Let us... What have we got for protections? We've got protection from arrows. We've got remove fear. Delay poison. It seems we've lost our cold resistance, so let's get some cold resistance because I feel like we're going to be running into that. Let's get some acid resistance, maybe? That's what I think is going to go down anyways. We can see invisibility for 3 hours, so we're fine on that. Oh, right. I can resist acid, electricity, and fire. Let us give Shield of Faith to the wolf. Steven. Let's give it to Sundowner. And Samuel. And I guess I can give aid to everybody as well. Steven. And the reason I'm buffing is because it's nearing the end of the dungeon, and you never know. Fights always happen, so... we got Heroism for like 50 minutes, so we're fine on that front. So we shouldn't need to buff, per se.
I stand ready.
Compson, we're going to want you to enlarge everybody, or at least the important individuals.
I'll take care of it.
Get into enlarge. We'll enlarge Samuel, Sundowner, and Mistral, I think. Yep, Sundowner. We'll enlarge Mistral, and we'll reduce person on Steven because he is a tank. So he wants to get closer, not further away. And it'll help with AC. Okay. Alright, what else spells we got? We've got spells that can be converted, if we so desire. Got some blur spells that we can provide, so let's do that actually. How's our blur looking? We got 3 minutes left, so we can just blur everybody, I guess. 1 second. There we go. That should speed things up. Okay. Give Fleur to me. Do a shield spell. Okay, I think that is the most we can do for ourselves, so we're gonna do a quick save. At stream 29. And we don't need to buff the Peridot Wyvern because it's just a summon, and it's going to eventually get rid. Or it's eventually going to disappear, so all the more reason to keep away from buffing it. Alright, now we just push on. Try our best to do so anyways. Okay. Technically, I suppose we could do haste here if we wished. Let's see. How's our haste? How's haste looking? Got echolocation. Haste. Here we go. I mean, might as well. Everybody could use haste. It's a 30-second boost. I'm not sure if this is gonna help in the immediate, but we'll see. We'll see.
I'm off.
Knowledge world. Finished. Remember death, for death always remembers you.
I've been waiting for you.
Who are you?
I have no name. I'm just a humble messenger of the powers that protect people from evil.
What powers do you mean? Speak plainly.
It is not yet time to answer that question. But trust me, the day will soon come in which all that is hidden shall be revealed.
What are you doing here?
There are times when you can't protect the living without visiting the dead. In the depths of blackest darkness lie the truths that will once more shine their healing light on the surface.
Do you know anything about what happened in Varnhold?
Strange and horrible things happen in these ancient lands. I know of what bothers you. Have no doubt. My sisters and the powers that sent us know exactly what to do. That is all I can tell you for now.
What does the word Vordakai mean?
It was the name of an ancient evil that once reigned in these lands. Worry not over it. For centuries now, it has been a little more than a word carved on old stones. Frightful, but powerless.
I'm tired of your gibberish, witch. So yeah, we're gonna go a bit chaotic evil here. At least a little bit. Oh, there's a lot of zombie Cyclopses though, I'll give it that. Good thing I put haste on for this circumstance. Wasn't exactly expecting such a thing, but hey, whatever. Alright. Take those. Take that. What we got here? We've got the Cyclops Incense Burner. A soot-covered incense burner in the shape of a one-eyed skull. Masterwork Great Axe. Doesn't look like a important item, so we'll leave it at that, I guess. It's only like, what, 25 gold? Eh.
Why?
Before you is the same raven as before. It sits, adjusts itself, then ruffles its feathers a few times as it tries to settle on its perch. Finally, it cocks its head to the side and affixes you with a single eye, saying the word why.
Why kill the sister? Why walk the path of destruction?
The raven flaps its wings and utters a rattling caw, as if clearing its throat. She stood in the way of something I needed.
Ego, negligence, uncaring of the lives of others. Impressive.
Your race has learned the lessons of the past. Off with you. There are countless like you. Many of the lesser races who breed, suffer, and die. Little more than snuffed candles with no names to be remembered by.
If it is so, why do you keep hounding the steps of this lesser race? Well then. Okay. Remember death, for death will always remember you.
I'm there.
Okay. And with that, I can just collect as many corpses as I can, or at least its loot, for goodies. Potential. Or potentially goodies, anyways, I should say. Alright, we've got some magical items here. I guess we can take the skull now. It doesn't really matter. It's probably like an item worth importance or something. I don't know. But it's clear these sisters have ulterior motives for being here, so... I don't exactly want them in our lands. Well, Mager's lands, but soon to be mine, I would presume. If he stays dead, that is. If he is dead. I don't know. It's hard to say, to be honest. It's safe to assume he's dead, I guess. But you never know. Things can change from left to right as easy as white to black, I would assume. Okay, well, with that, we can just get going. Because now we are done with this task. And, hey, it didn't take that long. It took overall 20 minutes. Alright, let's leave. We're down to a heavy load, but that's fine. We've got the carrying capacity for it, after all. For now, that is. Just a matter of seeing what we come up with. But one thing is for certain. I should return back to the kingdom. Maybe go to the overgrown cavern while I'm at it. Because there might be some good gear around. How is our weight looking? We're 67% reduced. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, let's drop the hide armors. They're probably the least You know what? It'd be easier just to drop it in the overgrown cavern, because those are probably pretty cheap. There we go.
Adventures can wait.
Let's drop all of these, because we don't need the extra weight on us. There we go. Do we need shields? No. They're a bit too cheap. Alright, price in ascending order. We've got a light shield with a +3 bonus, which makes it basically a tower shield in power for now. Even though it's light as heck. Do we need it? Not really, because of our build's design. Alright, we've got a +2 Furious Bardiche versus... There is the +3 Great Club that gives immunity to Shaken and Sickened. There should be another one, Fury's Legacy. Yeah, it's a 18 to 20 crit range, 4 to 10 damage, but it is a Furious Falchion as well. So, at the cost of distance, it's basically going to be a +4 weapon if in the hands of a barbarian. Do I want the 18 to 20 crit range, or do I want something better? The 18 to 20 crit range isn't that bad, actually. +1 Furious Throwing Axe. +2 Furious Falchion. Okay, yeah, no, let's swap out the Bardiche. Let's take off Second Execution. Let's take off the Savage Bow. Let us put on the Ornery, actually. Because we're going to be relying on thrown weapons for Samuel, because strength, obviously. And it adds to the bonus because of Furious. So, it's a great item to have for a Barbarian, I do believe. Then we got the +3 Great Club that makes you immune to Shaken and Sickened. There is a Shock Javelin. Let's actually give that to Samuel as well. We'll make that a one-handed and a light-handed. Yeah, let's just give him one. We'll give this to Mistral as per usual. There we go. And because of his special weapon, the Falchion, it's going to crit a lot, I would imagine. So he's going to be pretty good at that, I think. Alright, let's see if these guys are back or not. If they are, well, there we go. How's our items looking? Medium. That's fine. Okay, is there anybody else here? Yeah, the Spriggans are here. Okay. A guy, hello. Armed with a broken-handled knife, a guy is busy whittling a stake from a large stick. You see piles of such stakes nearby, along with a coil or rough rope, and some chunks of wood. The Spriggan barely notices you. He is consumed by his work. I promised to help you recover your home, and I've done just that. A guy glances at you briefly, then returns to his work on the stake.
Aye.
Well, I wasn't expecting any gratitude, and you certainly didn't disappoint. A guy's face grows even grimmer, and he whistles his stick more frantically. It seems your pleasure at predicting his reaction has upset him. Did the barbarians do much damage to your home? A guy sniffs.
Not too much.
He drawls. Stole some traps, scattered the beds, threw away all our food. The dolts. But they left some useful things behind too, so I won't hold a grudge. It's all mine now, so don't even think about taking anything. Alright, what are you doing then? I'm obviously whittling the stakes to make traps. Some set by the stream, so now I need more. Or set some by the stream, so now I need more. Not many of us left. Can't watch everyone's backs. When I'm done here, I'll check on the others and the pitfalls they're digging. A guy throws you a sideways glance. Not telling you where the pitfalls will be, so be careful walking around here. Or better yet, just don't walk around here at all. You Spriggans are a secretive people. Would you be willing to tell me about yourself and your kin? A guy stops working, then looks at you intently. Why should I do that? You trying to get close to us? Want to learn our weaknesses? I didn't need to know anything about your weaknesses to kill your kin before. Don't try my patience again. The Spriggan cringes and glares at you. Go on then, he mutters through clenched teeth. Ask your questions. Do you have any legends and stories about your creation? Where's the sense in that? Why spend time wagging tongues when we could spend time hunting? You're related to gnomes, right? A guy's voice lowers to contemptuous hissing. Those clowns? Yes, we're unfortunate enough to share common blood, and that's all we share. You and gnomes don't look much alike. Why is that? A guy scratches his head. Is that bad? Gnomes are noisy, restless, and weak. Gotta keep a distance from them to survive. Being more like them would be worse. It seems like your whole life is merely fighting for survival. So you're starting to get it. Some people think the world is full of song and dance. In reality, all that stands between you and death is your ability to take care of yourself. We don't waste time on frivolous nonsense. Alright, how do you get along with other races? Further we are from them, the better. They don't bother us, we don't bother them. Been like that for many years, and it works just fine. Alright, that's all I want to know for now. A guy's gaze falls back on his steak as he returns to his whittling. Alright. How are you doing after everything that's happened? Been through worse? Very well, I'll be leaving then. Well. Ungrateful, but hey. I guess that's just them. I'm not really going to complain. They can have the scraps I left behind. Not that I'm going to use them after all. But hey, that's just part of the course. That said, I should... Oh, I cannot rest here. Okay.
I'm there.
Alright, let's leave. We're probably going to have to rest outside, but that's not too big a deal. And we should be fine. Alright, resting will take 9 hours. We'll get Gout or Go. Let's do. Got our rations, got our camouflage successful, got the Gout or Go. We're hunting really well, though, I must admit. Then again, 50 rations is pretty a lot, so... all the better. It's gonna be slow, traversing the mountains, but that's par for the course, I think. Ah, the snail pace. At least it's gone. Okay. Now we can return back with ease. Or at least hopefully. We're gonna do some quick reconnaissance going around the pathway. Let's avoid these enemies while we have the chance. Let's see. What have we got here? Opportunities done. Nice. Let us do a quick save. And it appears Jubolist demands an audience, along with some visitors and whatnot. We've got an opportunity. We've got some more opportunities, but we can't do those just yet. Let's see, what we got? We've got the General, we've got Treasurers, Warden. Trade agreement with Sir Tova is an option, but not needed just yet. Where is everybody? Currently, Grand Diplomats, yeah, filled. Okay, I guess we're going to Jubolist real quick. Well, it's not like we can't, after all. We're going there anyways, so yeah. Let's go real quick. Okay. To Tussdale. Before we enter into the keep, I'd like to go to the tavern real quick. This is to not only get supplies for the venture forward, but to turn in some quests. And we can go from there, I think. That's the plan, anyways.
Adventures can wait.
Let's see. Here we go. Edris. Why is it lagging so much? Take a look at this letter. It's related to your family. I found it on a dead body lying in an ancient Cyclops tomb. Edris grabs the letter eagerly and starts reading it line by line. Faded through it is with time. A tomb of Cyclopses. Looks like you shed light on one of the secrets of our family. The bones you found were the remains of my great-grandfather, Mathian Hadvati. All I can do is pray my brother has been spared the same fate. I beg you find him. Tell me about your great-grandfather. Mathian Hadvati was known for his bravery and recklessness. When our family was dealing with some financial difficulties, his best idea was to leave his family estate, his wife and his children in the care of his brothers, and go off treasure hunting with a group of daredevils of some kind. Let's say, no one has seen him since. Unfortunately, stories like this aren't unusual in our family. Stories about the exploits of my great-grandfather have become legends. The bards praised his courage. Too bad no one wrote any songs about his widow and everything the poor woman had to endure. I have bad news for you. Your brother is dead. I found this letter on his body. Is that so? My poor father won't be able to cope with such a loss. What have you done, brother? And for what? After reading this letter, Edris sighs bitterly and shakes his head in dismay. So that's how it's all started. My brother found out great-grandfather's letter in the family archives, and he decided to follow his example. And most unfortunately, he did. Well, the picture's perfectly clear now. Oh, this ill-conceived letter that has been lost to time. If my poor brother hadn't found it and been infected with this deadly craving for adventure. Well, your grace, today I'll leave for Gralton, the city in which, from this day on, you will have a loyal friend and ally. And for our troubles, we got the Ring of Improved Proficiency. And apparently there's the Hanvaki family curse. Interesting. Alright, I'm not sure why it's lagging so much, but that's not my problem. Well, it is a little bit, but whatever. Ring of Improved Proficiency. +2 deflection bonus to AC, and +1 competence bonus on attack rolls with melee weapons. So, at the cost of deflection bonus, I get a bonus to attack rolls as well. Well, considering attack rolls is literally vital, it's not that bad to have. Let's see. We get... Oh, we got a competence bonus from weapon focus. We don't need this then. We don't have weapon focus on Samuel, I don't think. Do we? Fury's Legacy is bigger bonus, though. Okay. Weapon focus. There is the weapon focus for the... Yeah. It's a shame, but it seems we've already got the bonus for them. Well, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, no. No benefit there. How about Mistral? Well, that's a ring of... Yeah, that's... Competence bonus to attack rolls with melee weapons. Okay, so it doesn't specify. That's unfortunate. 1 second. Life stuff seems to be going on, so I'm going to quickly delay. So give me like 5 minutes and we'll see what happens. Okay, never mind. It wasn't something anything worth interesting, or anything worth interest. Okay, let's quickly buy some stuff, because I do believe we are in need of butter. Alina seems to be brooding. She tugs on a seam of her apron and looks at you with uncertainty. Your Grace, I wouldn't want to bother you, but if you have a spare moment, I'd like to ask you something. What did you want to ask me, Alina? Your Grace, the city is getting rebuilt after the bloom, but do people survive such terror? I know almost all of them, and I see their eyes what a nightmare did to them. And I thought we should cheer them up somehow. I can make a special treat for everyone, but I can't do it alone. The thing is, I have a very special family recipe, which I'm sure the locals would love. It's... now don't laugh, it's an omelette, made from a Roc Egg. This bird is not really a bird, but a huge monster that lays eggs very rarely. They're considered a royal treat. Only a few people in all the Stonelands have ever tried one. If we treat the people to this delicacy, the whole neighborhood will be buzzing about it for months. And what could be better medicine for the fear and sorrow than something fresh to boast about? I know there's a rock that lives on Towlin Peak, but it's a dangerous place. I offered a reward, but none of the hunters I know is willing to risk going there. But I know you can handle it, Your Grace. Eleanor raises her eyes timidly. I know it's no task for a baron, but there's no one else to ask. A fine idea. I'll try and get you such an egg. Alina is glowing. Thank you so much. I'm sure you can handle it easily. Please tell me what other news you've heard. Your stories are so interesting and useful. Oh, stop, Your Grace. You know the news around here. Nothing strange is happening. We're rebuilding the city, getting back on our feet. Oh, and we've changed the name of the inn. Did you see? During the celebration of Forest, you kept staring at Akun, giving him a certain look. After a brief moment of confusion, Alina answers easily. Of course I did. Akun's a handsome man. And he's a hard-working, he's got no bad habits, he's got friends in high places, and his gaze is so mysterious. And he's so quiet. If you could only imagine, Your Grace. Alright, show me what treats you have. Alright, seems we got another quest ahead of us. Price and Descending Order. Time to sell all this shenanigans. Don't need a composite bow. We'll keep the savage bow? No, let's sell the savage bow. We don't need it. Short bow can sell. We'll sell the Crimson Counselor. Sell the battle axe. Sell the frost scythe. Furious Bardiche. We'll sell. Second Execution, yes. That's gotta go. Vengeance of the Meek. We don't need that. Durance. As much as it seems interesting, not worth our time. As much as I would want to use it. Everything else here is pretty much useless to us, so we'll sell everything. There we go. We'll sell the Rings of Protection and Cloaks of Resistance. Offer literally everything we don't need. We'll sell the Amulet of Mighty Fist, the Belt of Strength. We'll keep the Ring of Improved Proficiency. And I think that's it. Oh, no, wait, we've got to actually buy some stuff. What is it? Yeah, no, we need, I think the key thing we need is butter. But it doesn't look like we have butter here, which sucks. Yeah, if there was butter, I'd definitely snag at it, but it's fine. Okay, what else we got? We've got citizens, we got... Okay, now it's not lagging as much. Okay, that's fine. But it seems we got another task ahead of us. We gotta hunt down a rock. That's fun. Alright, let's go to the throne room and let's see what edicts we have to worry about. And what other things that Jubolist might want, considering this is something new that I haven't seen, personally. Ah. Bartholomew holds up an open letter. Look, your grace. Your neighbors seek trade agreements with you. I received this letter from distant Razmiran, a country ruled by Razmir himself. Have you heard of him? He's quite the curious person, I must say. Managed to persuade the entire country that he's a living god. That's something to admire. Whatever you may think of that, his country is amongst the most promising of the young kingdoms. We could use such a friendship. I think we should accept this agreement, but of course, the final decision is yours. Tell me about this Razmir. I don't know who he is and where he came from. What's more important is that he's capable of subduing an entire nation, presenting himself as a new god. What an unconventional step. He even provides divine spells to his priests. I don't know how, but he found a way. Bartholomew lifts a finger. Think well on this trade agreement with Ramazran, your grace. Who knows what opportunities may open to us if we sign it. Alright, sure. I support the trade agreement with Razmaran. Bartholomew tenderly strokes the letter in his hands. An excellent decision, your grace. I will compose our reply immediately. Oh, sorry. Alright. Amazing. What was this voice? Amazing. You managed to save your barony from the invasion of monsters from the First World. But you were not able to protect it from the attention of the First World's more powerful denizens. Believe it or not, but New America has been chosen as the next location for inconsequent debates. I've heard about them. Strange entertainments held on Galarian by Fey Lords from the First World. Strange tests with various unique rewards. Your knowledge is, well, pleasantly surprising. It's true the inconsequent debates are anything but debates. They say the eldest once made a bet. No one knows what it was, but sometimes one or another of them sends a delegation of Fey to Galarian. Here they hold insane competitions for those who volunteer to enter, and present the winners with whimsical rewards. The contests and rewards are different every time, although every time is a stretch. Only 3 of such occasions are known over thousands of years. Anyway, it's happened again, and this time the reward is a chance to ask a question of whatever the host, the competition's mastermind. This creature, whoever it is, speaks on behalf of the eldest. Do you see why we can't miss such a chance? You want to use this opportunity to find out why the gnomes left the First World, and how they might return, right? Nice to see our association has left a mark on you. Yes, of course, I'm none too happy that we'll be able to play the eldest rules. You know, my opinion of the Fey Lords isn't very high, but if that's what the truth requires, then so be it. In the end, who would be best to know the answer to my question if not the self-appointed deities of the First World? Do you know anything about these debates, or are we completely in the dark here? You never know what mad ideas the Fae might have cooked up. I only know one condition. Only teams of 3 are allowed to participate. Who do you think we should take as our third? I think we should take Lindsay. Something tells me Fae are not likely to hold competitions in rope pulling or beer drinking, but the skills of a bard might come in handy. Besides, we should give the young lady a chance to channel some of that energy. Can participating be dangerous? Considering that the Fae are involved, absolutely. But if the chronicles are true, no one has died in any previous debate. Alright, well, we can't miss such an opportunity. Let's participate. Great. I'll mark the spot on the map where the competition will take place. The sooner we arrive there, the better. The Fey Lords won't wait forever. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Ah. Here we are. Hooray! We did it! Another attack has been repelled. And the Baronry is stronger than ever. Your grateful subjects even brought you a gift to honor this outstanding success. Unfortunately, now is no time to rest. While everyone was preparing for the last attack, I was looking for a way to overcome the curse. I read some ancient books, talked to the locals, and then I had a word with our storyteller, and we decided that, well, he'll tell it better. The storyteller clears his throat. I am the keeper of stories, Your Grace, and I have amassed a respectable collection over my long life. There are, of course, stories of curses among them, ancient and dark, having thousands of lives, destroyed kingdoms, and brought down. Well, of course, our curse isn't exactly a real curse. We think there's someone specific behind these attacks. Oh, I'm sorry. Realizing she interrupted the storyteller, Lindsay turns bright red. Tristan turns pale. It's not a curse, then what is it? I'm more interested in defeating it than understanding it. Pfft, with swords and spells, of course. You can't chop an ancient curse to bits, but I'm sure the villain behind the attacks would suffice. Lindsay, I think the Baron is asking whether we know the name of our adversary. Alas, the answer to that question is no. At least for now. Personally, I believe it's the work of some Fey. I recognize their hands, so to speak. If this isn't a curse, then what could it be? We don't know yet, but that part doesn't matter. Lindsay waves her hand carelessly. What's important is that we're finally making some real progress. I would imagine that the person behind these attacks is someone harboring great evil against you and your Baronry. I would not be surprised if it's the same adversary who is behind the bloom. I agree. After the last attack, I got the feeling that the owlbears and manticores came here as revenge for what we did to the ever-blooming flower. Whoever or whatever caused these attacks, I'm sure they'll continue to come. We must be ready to repel the next one. That's exactly what we'll do. Sooner or later, the villain will show themselves. Once they slip up, we can finally punish him for all the trouble he's caused. Lindsay frowns belligerently. Stephen knows better. If I had to say anyone, it had to be the Dryad, presumably. Tristan chuckles faintly. I didn't expect such vitriol from you, Lindsay. In any case, I would advise hearing this villain out before punishing him. We still have no idea why this unknown enemy is targeting us in particular. Oh, I'm sure we'll know our foe's face soon enough. We've repelled their attacks 3 times now. He must be reaching the limits of his patience. He won't get away with this forever, after all. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sounds about right. Then again, it's hard to say. Okay, we got some things sorted. Good. Got some projects to handle. But that's going to require time, which we do not have currently. We can make a trade agreement with Gralton. I think we could arrange a trade agreement with quite a few people, I believe. We're currently at stable, and I don't think we're going to be... Let's see. Brings it up to 2 BP per week at times of unrest. The worse the unrest, the more BP the agreement provides. Okay. Improved diplomacy. Plus 3 BP each time the Grand Diplomat successfully resolves the situation. Okay. Trade agreement with Razmaran. One of our merchant guilds will become a main supplier of Razmaran's army, increase economy and relations by 5, and provide 4 BP per week. Well, considering Bartholomew really wants that trade agreement, let's give it to him. We will set up an agreement with Gralton, I think, as well, for the long term, but we'll just have to organize that later. Strengthening storyteller's skills as curator. Yeah, so that's a necessary upgrade, so we'll leave that. What else we got? We've got training. We want to train Bartholomew not as a treasure, but as the other power. Strengthen castle strength as a general. No, we don't need that. Curses. Got plenty of those. Definitely not enough money to make it happen, though. Can't claim Silver Step, but we're gonna leave that for now, because we have bigger fish to fry. And that's just par for the course. At the very least, we have tons of BP to work with, but... Or, we got a ton of gold to work with, but we don't need to spend it right now. Let's remove everybody for now. We need Lindsay specifically and Jubolist for this. Okay, we need to reduce our weights, so let's quickly drop off some resources. I'm going to drop off 30 sets of rations, I believe would be good. Okay, we want to only have 20. Put that back. There we go. 20 should be fine. And worst case, we can always settle up. Alright, let's go. We'll go to the main square so we can get a bag of holding. Or at least that's the plan. And then we'll dip even further. If only to increase our storage capacity, because goodness knows we're going to need a lot more. That's for sure. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's an extra bag of holding that we can snag. And that'll help our inventory management some. We need to go to Hassif, I believe. Alright. Mundane items here. Price in descending order. We might as well get all the butter while we can. Goodness knows we're going to need butter. What else we got? No bag of holding? Okay, I guess not. I thought there was a bag of holding. Alright, let's just get that. Let's see if there's a bag of holding on Verdil or something. Alright, price and descending. Okay, there's the Beast Render, which we don't need. There's some other stuff. Price in descending order. There's a bunch of stuff, but nothing that we need. Okay. What else? We've got... Air Stone. What do we got? Price in descending order. Yeah, their heals are coming in pricier for some reason. Okay, that's annoying. What else we got? Jod?
How may I serve you?
Let's see. Price in descending order. We need to focus on scrolls specifically. What do we need? We need restoration. Let's get 30 of those. Because goodness knows we're going to need the level resist or the level removal, which is going to be vital for us, I think. Heal's going to be nice, but we don't need it. Let's see. Is there anything cheap that we can grab? Just in case, let's get those. And we got Cure Critical Wounds. Grab a bunch of those, and then we go. Because that is as much as we're going to probably get. And I think we've already bought the Bag of Holding here, but I'm not sure. If we didn't, then rip me, I guess, but hey, whatever. Alright, we need Jubolist and Lindsay. We cannot travel, our inventory's too weighty, I guess. Still.
I'm off.
For some reason, it's still weighty. I don't know what to reduce then. I guess more rations, I would assume, is the best way. Then again, we've got the lighter carry weights of individuals, so that might be the reason that we're not having much luck there. Which is annoying, but that's just par for the course, I guess. We should only need 3 rations at least, then. We'll get 6 at least, so we'll put the rest there. There we go. We're down to 327. What else can we do to lighten our load? Well, I guess potions would be the easiest option, so let's just... Okay, stop. Stop, game. Stop. Stop. Okay, now that's really being fucky. Hold on. Okay, we moved those potions. Let's move these potions. I guess move the restorations, because we don't need them, I don't think. We're just bulk moving the bigger potions that we don't need for now. I'll have to do, I think. That at very least will help us carry what we need. Okay, let's get Jubolist and Lindsay. And because our inventory is stored away, we should be fine in that front. It's not like items despawn in this game after all, so that's a plus, negative, or something. Although we are going to want to level up now, so we should probably do that real quick before we go. Let's see. We're currently focusing on flash bombs, explosive bombs. We could use spontaneous healing. Gains the ability to heal from wounds rapidly. Okay, he can heal 5 hit points per day in this manner for every 2 levels. Preserve organs, infusion. Alright, let's go with infusion, because that will give buffs to other people as well, instead of just the Alchemist. Alright, let's boost up Jubolist stuff. There we go. Alright, we'll give him Cure Critical, I believe. It's a good one. Up is Alchemist once again. And what do we want to boost next? I guess boost the last thing, Athletics, just so we have a specialization in everything. We can either have extra bombs or something skill focus wise. I think more bombs is just the general go-to. Because the more bombs he has, the more damage he deals. Okay. We're going to want to grant... I guess haste would be good, but resist energy is also a good option. Then again, that's 3rd level stuff, so... What else we got? We've got Death Ward, and we got Restoration. Let's go Death Ward. There we go. Now we can level up Lindsay, give her specializations. Let's just buff up her knowledges, I guess. That'd be the go-to anyways. Okay, Linger Performance, Precise Shot. Let's just give her that, because she is a ranged character, obviously. Delay Poison Communal is obviously a good one. Bardic level up again. Okay. We got Combat Tricks, Weapon Focus, Skill Focus. What we got? Because she's level 10, we can actually give her a boost to Nature and Religion. So let's do that. Start with Nature. We can give her a Tier 2 spell. What would be good? Invisibility would be a good option, but we don't use it enough to actually worry about it, so... Mirror Image would be a good buffer, just in case. Cure Critical Wounds, obviously. Greater Invisibility would be nice. Yeah, let's get Greater Invisibility, why not? Alright, Bard level 11. Buff up the lore Nature and Religion, obviously. And we give her Skill Focus. Skill Focus, we want Lore Religion. That way her skills are buffed in that regard. We can choose a Tier 1 spell and a Tier 4 spell. Let's give her... Cause Fear doesn't seem to affect... yeah, it's not limited. We've got Break Enchantment, Hold Monster. I think Hold Monster would actually be pretty good. Yeah, Hold Monster. It's always good in a pinch. Okay, where do we need to go with these two characters? Because we got quite a few quests. We got the Vanishing, we've got the Relics. Okay. Yeah, at least we weren't the only unlucky ones. The sisters didn't have any luck either. Price of Curiosity. That's what we need. Okay. The debate awaits. We need to get to the place and quickly. Alright, where is the debates, though? That's the question. Troll clearing, no. Where is it? Where? Spike Strux, no. Not the Mysterious Shrine. Here we go, the inconsequent debates. I do believe the easiest way to get there is through this line here. So we're just gonna quickly take the traversal there. Of course, normally I wouldn't do this side quest, but... Oh, there's someone on the road, get ready. Well then. One of the peasants, who is armed with a weapon, jumps up in alarm as you approach. Your Grace! Other peasant takes a moment to quickly wipe the sweat from his forehead. You're just in time. Look who we've caught here. Look at this disgusting creature. He isn't afraid of anything. You look upon the knight in pitch-black armor and monstrous snarling snout emblazoned on his breastplate. He doesn't turn to you. All his attention are taken by multiple adversaries. Nonetheless, you hear a muffled voice under the visor. Praise Osmodius. Baron Stephen Armstrong, I presume. My regards. Please accept my apologies for not greeting you at the etiquette requires. I'm a little busy. I would recognize that armor anywhere. What's a Hellknight doing in my lands? You hear a chuckle under the visor. I intended to come directly to your court, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was detained. These degenerates have never set foot into stolen lands. But there, this devil's spawn was walking right in the middle of the road. And we became so angry. Right, we figured we could gang up on him. But you could help, Your Grace. We're shedding blood for your land, after all. 1 second. The Hellknight seems not to hear his adversaries. Sorry, I'm back. I ran into some unexpectedly aggressive local fauna. Luckily, I was prepared for such a turn of events. The stolen lands are said to be full of surprises. Why did you attack this night? Well, you know, they trample everyone whose lands they visit. Wherever there's one, there will soon be 100 in a blink of an eye. They crawl like locusts, with their executions and their laws. The Hellknight laughs dryly. Of course, savages like these fear laws more than fire or sword. Listen, Baron, isn't it time to put this bandit trash in its place? You're far too soft for such a savage land as this. Stranger, identify yourself. Casey Barrow, Marilictor of the Order of the Nail of the Hellknights. The warrior pauses. I hail from Varisia. If your grace cares to know, I've come under direct orders of the Marilictor in order to hold negotiations. The Order of the Nail is an order of Hellknights based in the Citadel of Raid, near Corvosa. It concerns itself with quelling savage practices and bringing their ideas of civilization to the inhabitants of the wild frontier. Beyond the bulwarks of cities and natural borders lies an endless expanse of wilderness, populated by those who, all too often, shun the rules of settled, lawful societies and follow their own callings. The Order of the Nail stands staunchly against what it views as barbarity. So basically, they are very strict on the law and very much enforce the law. So basically, yeah. They're like the aggressive form of the law, put lightly. Yeah, right, keep listening to him. The scoundrels mean to conquer us. That's why they're nosing about, that's why. You broke the law by... Well, no, there's two. I have no wish to interfere. Deal with this yourself. So you're just going to stand there and watch us die? Let's beat him up for abandoning his subjects when they're in trouble. The knight clenches his weapon. My commander made a mistake in evaluating your potential, Baron. Asmodeus, give me the strength to stand against these savages. Well, aren't you crude? Okay, well. Well, that's crude, but okay.
Adventures can wait.
Huh. Receive the Hellknight at the court, yeah. Well, they've attacked the Baron, no less, so no. Now they've done it. They've really done it. Whew. Well, this is going to be interesting to handle in the near future. Normally, I would have been fine with these guys, but... He does realize I've got to keep my face. Whatever. Goddamn Hell Knights. Alright, there's opportunities we can take advantage of if we wish, but I don't think I'm actually gonna do those. Not yet, anyways. Let's see. Curses, we could get into some curses. No, let's just do the opportunity. It's better than nothing. Okay, let's keep going. Once we reach the location, which is over here, before we enter, do a quick rest. Let's manage our rations real quick. Do the cooking. See, who's gonna be better at it? Alright, let's get Lindsay on cooking. We'll get camouflage for Jubolist. We'll have Steven on watch duty. Procure rations. While resting within the borders of your land and outside of dungeons, you don't need to scavenge for provisions. Use this ability to have your loyal subjects supply your party with enough rations to keep you going. Oh, so you don't even need rations, basically. No, we need somebody to watch over, so... We'll just keep to the Gourgo, I guess.
An interesting troop we are. If I saw us on a forest...
Alright, Camp Camouflage, excellent go, and we can keep going. Okay, let's go. Enter the location and we're good to go. A very pale gnome with dull, brittle hair is scribbling something busily on a small scroll, not looking up as you approach. Ah, here you are at last. Go read the rules quickly. They're posted a little further along. The other teams already arrived a while ago. The host said we'll start as soon as you show up and read the rules. Of course, I'm famous enough for my admirers to follow me every move. Or follow my every move. But still, I'd like to know. How did you know that we were coming? Gnome shrugs. The host said so. Well, are you going to keep wasting time? Read the rules and we'll start.
I'm there.
Okay. Fixing his glasses, Jubolist looks at the paper describing the rules. Well, let's see. I'll read it out loud so that everyone can hear. Rules of the inconsequent debates. Year to be added later. I see the authors didn't overstrain themselves. So the rules. Item 1. Obey the host in everything. Item 2. Come in triplets. Item 3. No fighting, no killing each other. Even temporarily. Even if you really want to. Even if you apologize later. Okay, so... Obey the host. come in triplets, and no fighting, period. Item 4, the most important one. The participant must assume the shape of a giant frog. Jubolist looks puzzled. A frog? What does that have to do with anything? Are those the right rules for the competition? What irresponsible wordmonger What's this? A frog? Alright, something's obviously wrong here. It's not difficult to see that the text of the last item of the rule is a little different than the others. It looks like someone just added it in, vaguely copying the style. The last rule has been added to the others. I would say someone inserted it on purpose and charted the scroll somehow. That's sabotage! The huge frog can't keep his peace and croaks in indignation. Turning me, into a giant ugly toad! How, would you please tell me, am I supposed to partake in a debate like this? I didn't carefully rehearse my image, and the impressions I made on my listeners just to lose it all in a snap. And what if this spell can't be lifted? My admirers won't even recognize me. Don't be upset. You're not an ugly frog. In fact, you're rather a handsome one. No, I can't bear this. Are you saying that the last rule was written in? Some other participant must have done it to hinder the rivals. Senator Armstrong, we need to find the trickster and make them fix it. Don't worry, I'll question everyone here and identify this trickster. Oh, don't worry about anything. I'll go run to the host and ask him a few questions for my book. It'll buy you some time. You start looking for whoever is responsible for this. Alright. Greetings. I am Sir Alfrey, loyal follower of the tentacles of Iomedae. Tentacles of Iomedae? What? Knight, noble, and crusader from Mendev. Tentacles. Oh yes, my knightly motto used to be courteous even in death. But I'm afraid it must now be changed to severing the tentacles of evil. In just a few raises, he managed to pour out more pomposity on us than I can manage in a week. Quite a talent. The tentacles of evil, and why is it that you want to change your motto, sir? You see, upon my arrival, I immediately went to read the tentacles of the event, but Guile already had me in its tentacles. The rules were charmed, and everyone who reads them must say tentacles every so often, which is happening to me just now. Tentacles. If I can't get rid of this affliction, at least. Tentacles. I can make it into my motto. Did you try to talk to the host about this? I did in the name of tentacles, but they think that cheating within the rules is tentacles, and perfectly appropriate. As a true knight, I must overcome these tentacles resolutely. Do you have any idea who could have done this to the rules? It was done by one of the participants who allowed their tentacles to guide their hearts. Including you and me and my tentacles, 4 teams of 3 arrived. I swear by my tentacles, my service is the most honest. Iomedae would never allow such tentacles, nor would I suspect you and your outstanding companions, noble tentacles all. Look for the villain among the other 2 teams. So, you're a Mendevian crusader. Truly spoken. I hope you have heard of our glorious tentacles. Our order fights demons fearlessly, preventing their tentacles from spreading across the world. You don't often meet an Aasimar in these lands. Aasimars are not so uncommon in our tentacles. Celestials are known to aid Mendevian crusaders in our war against the demons. Sometimes, this camaraderie sparks a tentacle. I mean, personal attraction. But this is just the presence of a holy celestial nearby, can sometimes cause the birth of an Aasimar child. See? Easy as tentacles. Are you participating in the debates? I most certainly am. By my tentacles, I've come here to carry out the will of my tentacles, and set a good example for my tentacles, and possibly find a new way to fight tentacles. That is, demons. If I win, the Fae might answer all my tentacles. I gotta go. Before you leave, let me ask you, and in the name of tentacles, don't consider it idle curiosity. What need brought you to the tentacle debates? That would be me. I asked for the Baron's help in this in this endeavor because winning will let us ask what made the tentacles what caused the gnomes to leave the First World. For me, these tentacles are something more than mere scientific curiosity. I'm amazed at how inquisitive the tentacles of your minds are, good sir. I admit it's the first tentacles that I've ever talked to such a learned frog. Tentacles! Forgive me my ignorance, but it never even crossed my feeble tentacles that there are educated ones among your race. Oh, for the love of Desma, I'm not a frog. Let it be known to you, sir, that you are speaking to Jubolist Narthropal, well-known publicist and researcher. This shape is but the consequence of a silly prank. I'm a gnome, and that's why I'm participating in debates, to learn how my race received the affliction called the bleaching, and discover a way to fight it. In that case, I wish our worthy rivals a good tentacle. In the name of truth, justice, and tentacles. Well then. 1 second. I'm just dealing with life stuff, so yeah. Apologies. Okay, apologies for the very short delay. I'm back. Okay, let's see. We got temple guards. Yeah. So basically, I don't think Sir Alfrey would have done it. There's Nerd Zotenthrupel, along with his giant frogs. And then there's the kobolds. A little kobold raises his little snout to you. Greetings. Are you participating in the debates too? The kobold brightens. Yes. Participate. I participate. Amazing. We'll be competing against the inarticulate kin of the unforgettable Tartuk. The kobold looks to Jubolist with interest. Huge frog. You speak? Can we mount you? I feed you and clean your skin. I am Ryder. In the list of all the job offers I've ever received, that will be honorably placed in the I'm ready to cry section. Why do you have those jerboas with you? The kobold lowers his head. Fae say, need 3. I know 3. I have no friends. Wanted go very much. Caught this jump mice. Now we are 3. Participate. It's like a spell was cast over my friend when he raised the rules. Did anything like that happen to you? I don't read. Gnome, help me. Read for me. Out loud. But then I scream. I scared. So, what do you want to ask the host if you win? Dragon! How to become dragon? Alright, I'll go. See you. Well, that leaves, Nerd Zotenthropel. The pale gnome reads aloud enthusiastically. And a young wizard desperately thrashed around in his fetters, but all in vain. The shoots of the plants held him tightly. The nymph, cruel and beautiful, sneered at him, and immediately... And immediately what? And immediately anything. The left frog mocking the right one. Does this book ever end? I thought the wizards would die in the last chapter, while he was running from the horde of unicorns through fields of giant flytraps. Oh, like you understand anything about literature, you stupid toad. The gnome looks at you. Hello again, travelers. It seems I haven't introduced myself. I'm Nerd Zotenthropel, and these 2 idiots are my brothers, VR and Luar. So, what did the nymph immediately do to the wizards? It's too much to tell. She keeps him hostage from another 4 chapters. I like it when it's more like real life. In the author's last book, he escapes from the evil wizard in 5 minutes. Why are you calling those frogs your brothers? These fools read the rules, and the rules are charmed. Nurg's colorless and dim eyes flare up with mad and joyful fire. Anyone who reads them turns into a frog. So now I have 2 frog brothers. I guess I'll leave them as they are. When else will I ever have a chance to laugh so much? And why are they both frogs? Did they read them together? Yes! Nerd responds quickly. Nah, the frog on the right says happily. Oh, shut up, Luar. Yes, we did. We read them and we transformed. Now we're sitting and croaking. The little kobold said one of you helped him read the rules. Yeah, that's true, but he wasn't trying to read the frog rules. They're different on every pull. One turns you into a frog, another makes you say tentacle, and the third one makes you scream like crazy. Hilarious, right? Not remotely. You look pale. She looks bleached. Jubolist's voice is grim. It's alright. I've still got a fair bit of fight left in me. The Zotenthropels don't go down easy. Nerd smiles cunningly. My brothers and I lost our color long ago, but death still hasn't taken us. Are you participating in the debates? Sure. Although, really, we're just here to see the show. We figured it'd be fun, and we were right. You are confused, my friends. If one of you reads the rules for the kobold, why isn't one of you screaming? How was it that both your brothers were turned into frogs? And if Nerd already saw what happened, and knew the rules were charmed, then why did she tell us to read them? Do you suspect us of something? Why would we charm the rules and read them ourselves? Or make you read them and put a spell on you? Nerd adjusts her ridiculous helm and strikes a rakish pose. Oh, because you're gnomes. Only a gnome could think of playing a joke on everyone around, and then joyfully getting caught in their own prank. You're far-sighted and loud-voiced. I like you. Answer clearly. Did you charm the rules? Why are you picking on us? Our sister's the one who did it. Enough snitching, Lucar. You're just jealous that it was Nerd who came up with the idea. And why did you do it? You're so boring. We wanted to, so we did it. Just think of how funny it would be. Debates where all the participants are screaming or talking about tentacles, or just croaking. Nerd roars with laughter. But we're honest players, so we've charmed ourselves too. We wouldn't want to take an unfair advantage. Well, I say it's a fine prank. Let everything stay as it is. Amazingly, Jubolist sighs with relief. Ah, there you are. Glad I found you. I stalled for as long as I could, but now it's time to begin. Let's go, quickly. The hooded creature looks mundane, but after looking for a time, one might notice the figure's corduroys tremble and flow, as in a haze. Welcome to the Welcome to the inconsequent debates. You can call us the host. We are the reason for all that happens here today. You've read the rules, have you not? Not that there is anything useful in them. We only made up the real rules the day after tomorrow, then forgot them and had to make new ones. So it's simple. You want as your reward for us to answer a question. So the competition will involve answering questions. We ask, and one in each triplet answers, and always the same one. The other can only prompt. Let's see. It'll be you, little kobold, you, Sir Alfrey, and you, nerd, and you, Stephen Armstrong. Remember one thing. Here at the Inconsequent Debates, there are no right or wrong answers. Every answer has weight, and each will be weighed. Don't choose the lightest one. Your rival might find a heavier argument, and most importantly, light answers are no fun for us. Okay, 1 second. I need to do a quick Google search, because I'm gonna need this for this, I think. Okay, what was it? Yeah, 1 second, I need to find this. Okay, okay, succeed or fail, Lindsay will tell you the debate is about to start. Okay. It will nominate as a respondent to your team and ask its first question. Okay. So it doesn't matter what you question with. Okay. Why are you referring to yourself in the plural, host? You hear laughter emerge from under the hood. You know very well. You've met us, Stephen Armstrong. But it was a different us, at a different time. For now, be satisfied that we do not wish to disclose ourselves. Tell us, why do you, creatures from the First World, need to organize all this? Win the competition and ask. Those are the rules of the game, right? Hell no, we are not wasting a precious question to discover the motives of the Fae and their lords. I don't have the imagination to think how absurd and silly their answer might be. Alright, fine. Let's begin. Begins! The kobold jumps from joy. We are ready, the knight nods resolutely, despite the tentacles. Alright, let's see how tough they have it in the First World. Some of you look so serious. Thus, we'll begin with a question about weighty matters. What can move a mountain? Alright. Jubolist, Lindsay, what's our answers? Oh, I shouldn't have skipped my physiology lessons at the academy. Such problems baffle me. It's not because I can't think of an answer, but because I think of 1,000 of them at once. I don't know where I can hide from them. Let's see. We're dealing with the Fae in the first world, and they told us clearly that trivial answers won't cut it. I think a good answer is its own will. In the first world, mountains often change position, and there's at least one that does it of its own free will. That's Ulas, one of the Tain, the walking mountain. Okay. Very well, it's its own will. We heard you. What will the others say? What can move a mountain? The little kobold frowns desperately. Maybe dragon? Dragon can move mountain. Faith and divine intervention. Do you hear, my faithful tentacles? Faith nourishes us. Oh, sorry, one sec. Sorry about that. Do you hear that, my faithful tentacles? Faith nourishes us. With devout faith in our tentacles and a righteous cause, everything is within our tentacles. Teleportation spell? I could probably manage moving a hill or two. In fact, that gives me an idea. We have heard you. Now you hear us. Of course, gods and magic can move mountains, but that answer is good for any question. How can one jump over a house? Magic. How to paint a fence yellow using blue paint? Divine intervention. Such light answers are the weakest. A good answer is its own will. Will and desire lie at the base of all our motivations, actions, and decision. If a mountain has a will, it will surely find a way to move. That was an interesting round. Let the next question be heard. What weakens when owned by many, and dies if owned by none? Jubolist? What? I'm sorry, I got distracted. Those mosquitoes are so delicious. The frog stops for a moment and then starts to curse. Ugh, damn it, takes those mosquitoes. I'll go mad in this shape. So the answer, I think it's glory. It can't belong to many, otherwise the value of each is diminished. That's kinda subpar. I'm sorry, Jubolist, but I think a secret's better. The little kobold looks as if he's about to cry. I don't know this. Maybe it's dragon? It's the knight's heart. I swear by my tentacles. It can belong to himself or his righteous cause, or to his greatest tentacles. It can't belong to everyone. VR, look how I can roll my eyes. Fools, concentrate on the competition. Oh, this won't do. We won't accept the answers from the Zotenropal triplets this round. But you are a spectacular eye roller. Now, as for the other answers, the heart is not the best answer. Even among knights, there are many whose hearts belong to a beautiful woman, and a beloved mother. Plus their friends, their commander, their righteous cause, and their delicious lunch. Especially a delicious lunch. And it doesn't seem that those hearts that belong to many grow any weaker. A secret is a good answer. The more souls know of it, the less mysterious it is. But without a single bearer, it will die. Your triplets win this round, Baron. Hear the third question. Each of us is born at the same time with a monster. Each day we live, it grows. It can torment us, bring us joy, or kill without a single wound. What is it? What do you say, Jubolist? Considering that question is asked by a representative of the Fae, the answer could be anything from singing to the love of pastries. But let's think logically. The last part of the riddle can easily be ignored because just about anything in the world can aid or ruin you, depending on the circumstances. What's important is that the riddle clearly points to some quality or property of a living creature. Something that is born with us. Another point, it grows. I would say knowledge. Each new day brings us something new, so our knowledge of ourselves and the world keeps growing. For some, though, this process is ridiculously slow. Okay. Let's go with knowledge. It's knowledge. We have heard you. What will the others say? What is the monster? The little kobold grabs his head, stressed. Maybe it's a dragon? It's curiosity. It's born with us. It grows day by day, it saves us from the bleaching, and if you only knew how many it's killed. I don't know if this answer will do, but the greatest tentacle is the one that lives inside us. We grow a tentacle's beast in our souls. We feed it with its wrath, neglect, and tentacles. Eventually, it could break free and kill us. But tentacles must admit, the same beast gives us strength to the villains and tentacles. The poison we feed our monsters only nourishes them. Interesting answers. Except for the dragon. The dragon doesn't count. Alas. Curiosity is also insufficient. The monster we described must, by its own nature, grow. Many see their curiosity dim over the years, after all. We like the answers about knowledge and the inner beast, but both seem somewhat light. We expected something more substantial. We declare that both Sir Alfred and Stephen Armstrong, along with their triplets, shall share the victory for this round. Remember, a victory shared by two is half the victory. One final trial, and we will sum up the results. I grow tired of questions. Do you know the game Knight Dragon Snag? The knight defeats the dragon burns the snag, but if the knight walks in the woods, he will stumble on the snag and die. That's why the snag defeats the knight. Children's games, great. These are the inconsequent debates. Why not play a game? So you break up into pairs and yell out your chosen word at a signal. The one who shouts knight defeats the one who shouts dragon, and the one who shouts dragon defeats the one who shouts snag, and snag defeats knight. We'll play Sir Alfred against a kobold, and Nerd Zothanthropal against the Baron. The winners will then play each other. Is the first pair ready? Yell on 1, on 3. Alright. Okay. Yell on 3. 1, 2, 3. Knight. Dragon! This was all too predictable, but charming in a way. The host is obviously enjoying the game. It's a good thing we didn't look ahead. It's much more fun to see it unfold like this. Sir Alfred wins. Now for the second pair. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Knight. Dragon! Nerd shouts, performing a spot-on profession of the kobold, then falls over laughing. Looks like her own amusement is more important to her than the competition. So the Baron wins. Now, the winner against a winner. The Baron against a knight. 1, 2, 3. Let's go with Snag. Sir Alfred takes a deep breath with his mighty chest, but then the curse takes over. Tentacles! Realizing how their spell had worked, Nerd and her brother start roaring with laughter, sometimes sniffling in delight. The host makes a helpless gesture. We cannot but pronounce the Baron the winner this round. And now, it's time. Time to announce the winner of the debates. After 4 tests, the triplets of the Baron and Sir Jubolist wins. It was most amusing, children. Most amusing. You should know that this is rare praise from us. Congratulations, sirs and ladies. I swear by my tentacles it was a worthy struggle. Your triplets performed better than we could have imagined. For that reason, you may ask us not 1 and not 2, but 3 questions. They must be asked by the Baron, the voice of your triplet. Stephen Armstrong, do you remember the fate of the... No. Jubolist suddenly stops talking. He opens and closes his mouth, but makes not a sound. Have a silent spell, mate. I love it. Now what's he gonna do? Come, brothers, let's run. Now everything is in your hands, Stephen Armstrong. Think well upon your questions. We will answer honestly, but I don't know is an honest answer. Ask about what a host from the First World might know. Alright. For the purposes of companion quests, you must ask why the gnomes left the First World. I want to know why the gnomes left the First World. There is the question. We knew it would be asked, but a simple answer, a light answer, has no value, right? We hope our debates convinced you of this. That's why we present you with another answer. A good one. A valuable one. Numbers will help you on your way. One of them is 5th in 10. It will be easy to find if you read. Who opened the road for the ancient dead man and his black-feathered messenger? The second is a dozen times in a dozen, and it is thrice the number of those who lost their faces. Don't try to guess it now, it's not time yet. Wait until he who is born twice will twice be defeated. Put the 2 numbers together. When the moon leaves her path near the waters of Candlemere, find the one who will open this secret. Okay. A heap of senseless mumble instead of a... First walk the road, then you may accuse us of being senseless. But in the end, you won't. Okay, the other questions are basically up to us. Hold on, let's see. Oh, that's tempting. It really is. If the host does not mention a longing for the one who comes in dreams. Okay. Well, then again, I'm not trying to go romance route, so... I want to know how to gain power and immortality. One day in the future, you will have a chance to let an ancient enemy go in peace. We ourselves might even tell you that it should be done. Refuse, and after many hardships, you will be offered power and immortality. But will you agree? Do I really want to know why he organized this? Not really. I know about the bloom and what fell upon my baronry, considering it was from the Dryad. At least I do believe. We have enough evidence to support that fact. We could know the curiosities, but I'm pretty sure it's just because they're bored. I could ask about my true love, but I don't think I'm going for any of those endings, so I'm going to ignore them. Yeah, any suggestions for a good pet name? The host laughs. You children can be so funny. A pet name, you say? Name it Giant Extraplanar Hamster. Even if it's not giant or a hamster. That was your final question. We have the answer, yet we don't. But what an adventure! Stephen Armstrong will have to discuss this further in our return to the capital. Farewell, Stephen Armstrong. We almost forgot. The host turns to the kobold. You little creature, you didn't win, but you managed to make us laugh. Do you want to come with us? No promises you'll turn into a dragon, but still. The kobold jumps from joy, but then carefully asks, pointing out his Jubolist. Takes my friends? Yes? Alright, fine. The hooded creature laughs. Listen all, the inconsequent debates are now closed. We spare all of you the effort of the Zotentropal tricks, and bid you farewell. Good. And the debates are now over. Well, that's a good thing, at least. Is there anything around here worth grabbing? I assume not, but you never know.
Follow if you dare.
Never hurts to check. Nope, nothing. Alright, let's get going. And that is the, yeah, that's the Zotanthropal stuff, I guess. Let's get, our proper crew going. There we go. Now we can skedaddle. Got our original crew back with us, and we're good to go. Okay. I guess now we just got returned to the capital. And that won't take as long. Because we got everybody organized, so we're basically good to go. Although that does leave us with a few other quests that we have to do, but that is not too bad. I can manage that. Quite easily, in fact. Before we finish off, let's go to the throne room, talk with Jubolist, and then we can finish it off. Okay. Ah, right. You. A dignified half-elf wearing a familiar black armor bows to you ceremoniously. This time, his armor is clean of dirt and blood, and he holds his helmet at his side. It is the first time you see the Hellknight's face. Your guest has light hair, transparent blue eyes, and scars from 3 claws that once disfigured his face.
Greetings. On behalf of the Order of the Nail, Your Grace. Our first encounter was most improper, and I dare recommence our acquaintance.
The half-elf lowers his head.
My name is Kaisi Bero, and I am here under official orders of my commanding Parlicitor. We have heard much about you and your method of rule. It is most unusual for this region. The Order of the Nail knows about your service to law and order. We also know the integrity that imbues all of your deeds and orders. Our order greatly values such rulers such as you, especially those who are not afraid to weed out barbarity, even in dangerous borderlands like the Stone Lands. With our deepest respect, I, Melicitor, and the Order of the Nail offer you our aid. Together, by fire and sword, we can tame this land and bring it under the law. What does your help imply? We will deploy our own garrison in your capital. We will gather a squad, train new recruits if necessary. We will make the Hell Knights a symbol of power and law in your baronry. Believe me, such an alliance will increase your power 100 times over. Public punishments and executions instill respect in the law, even among the dumbest members of the society. A half-smile appears on Casey's face. But know this, the Order will never swear fealty to you. We are united by common goals, to stamp out the vestiges of barbarity in the Stormlands. Our methods are similar, and we won't expect any disagreement. But we do not wish to complicate this alliance with oaths of fealty. How would you benefit from an alliance with me? Casey considers to answer for a while. Savagery must be quelled. Across the lands, at home, and in one's own mind. It's a beautiful motto, isn't it? I've lived my greatest years by it. My brothers live by it. The goal of the Order is to destroy all threats to civilization, order, and law. We need no divine guidance to serve this mission faithfully. Our minds and our consciences guide us, and they have brought us here to you. You are a beacon of order in the lands where once only chaos reigned. I do not know how, but you managed to crush all the forces that opposed you, and you have since then ruled with an iron hand, with no concern that your actions might seem willful or overzealous. The Order values such powerful allies. Give us the right to enforce the laws in your lands, and you can forget about such uncontrollable beasts as those who attacked me on the road. I want to know more about your order. The Order of the Nail is one of the oldest among the Hell Knights. Like many others, our order traces its roots to Cheliax. The glory of our knights are so great that the rulers of the lawless and savage Varissia once begged for our help. And we crossed half the continent for an opportunity to suppress barbarity and bring the savages under law. Do Hell Knights obey demons like the others in Cheliax? Casey's cheek twitches, but his voice remains calm and measured. I will not unburden you of your other delusions about Cheliax, but I will certainly clarify one thing. The only power we answer to is the leader of our order. Be he a licher or a vicar, and the other order itself serves only one master, the law. Yes, we draw much inspiration from hell. Why not? In the entire world, there are no greater rules than those created by the Dark Prince, and enforced in his kingdom. Casey raises his brows. I myself venerate Asmodeus, but my faith is a personal choice, and not the reflection of my membership in the Order. But you associate with hell and its denizens? Aren't you afraid to draw the wrath of those who would confuse you with devil worshippers? The fears of the peasants do not concern a ruler. I'm sure you know this well. To fear philosophy is the natural lot of narrow-minded simpletons. All we do is turn theory into reality, but it is only a means to an end, and justified by a higher purpose. How does one become a Hell Knight? Through sweat and blood. Anyone who wishes to be worthy of the armor must sacrifice everything that stands in the way of this goal. Weaknesses, attachments, pity to himself and others. I trained like mad, rubbed my hands sore on sword handles. I studied laws and rules at night, and every day I carved my mind and body to become the perfect instrument to the Order. Casey runs his hand over his face, and fingers linger for a moment on his terrible scars. I earned my knighting in the Hell Knights in a ceremonial battle against a Barbozu, one of the denizens of Hell. Everyone worthy of wearing the armor undergoes this ritual. The others become toys for the devils, and a disgrace to their families. Why did you become a knight? I was seeking order. calmness, reliability. Those who raise their voices to freedom have rarely seen its ugly side. The half-elf squints, and an angry sneer crosses his lips. A half-blood learns to deafen his ears to the witty insults of those who imagine themselves pure. But the fools fall mute when they see a half-blood wearing black armor with the face of a devil on their breastplate. Alright, enough. Let's return to discussing your proposal. I don't exactly like the idea of inviting an order into my lands if it refuses to obey my commands. Casey smiles thinly. I understand, but we cannot take the risk of submitting to someone outside the order. Mortal flesh is weak, and the mind even weaker. What will become of us if we stray from our destined path? We serve a higher purpose and cannot risk it for your convenience. Very well. I will accept the Order of the Nail's proposal. Together, we will bring these lands at heel. KC lowers his head. So be it. My commanders will rejoice in your wisdom. I will immediately return to Cheliax with this news. We already have a reserve at the ready. I will return to the Stolen Lands with a garrison of Hell Knights, and our mission will commence as soon as we enter your lands. My regards, Baron Stephen Armstrong. I will not be gone for long. And for that, we now have a new force coming in. Even though it's independent of us, they do follow the law to the letter. Exact letter, mind you. Even if it's slightly to their convenience, but it's better for us to have a lawful group supporting us than just anybody. Especially Hell Knights. And given our position, it just works out. It's good. But I digress. Whew. That is a lot of talking that I have to go through. But that's fine. That's fine. Alright, let's talk with Jubolist. Stephen Armstrong, I never properly thank you for your help in the inconsequent debates. I'm happy to do so now. I hope you don't think me entirely ungrateful. Have you figured out anything about that riddle? The host's answer to your questions about the gnomes? Not quite, but I'm working on it. I'll certainly inform you of my findings. I must admit, such an answer is quite in the spirit of the Fae. It must lead somewhere, and I will find a trail. I was surprised you didn't want to be freed of the zoantropal spell. Why did you willingly suffer it? Jubolist locks his hands behind his back. Well, you see, I understand well what bleaching is, what a fatal effect it has on gnomes. Those poor fellows were acting like that for no darker motive than desperation. Their foolish jokes allow them to live just a little bit longer. Do you see? I don't mind becoming a joke myself. For a while, of course. And not if my life was being threatened. It lets someone live a couple of days longer. So you let them continue their prank to help them. It's a worthy act, I must admit. Stop, you'll make me blush. Jubolist folds his hands over his chest with a contented look. Just remind me of the riddle. There we go. So I'm not sure when that'll happen, but we'll figure it out. Alright, let's go. And that is the quest done. Before we leave, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to talk with the storyteller. Let's see if any of the relics have been completed. Just a bunch of gold. Blind darkness underground. Bronze blades crashing. The cold blood of the Serpent folk and their hot blood of Cyclopses mingle on a stone floor. And something else. Fear, desperation, agonizing shame. I cannot yet tell what happened there, underground. But if you collect all 5 pieces, I'll be able to tell you the story of their owner. This is strange. I feel the traces of the rune magic of Thassalon. Heavy spells of Cyclopses, precise wizardry of Aslant, and the fresh wind of elven spells, all combined together, though it's barely discernible underneath the mold of time. Who could have joined all these things? Their owner is shrouded in a thick darkness, blacker than the depths. Find all 5 items, and then, I hope, the secret of their owner will be revealed to me. Alright. Well, there's a few more items that are dotted about, I guess. Nice. Hopefully I'll be able to find everything. Because it's looking like we've got the ring, we've got some scraps to look forward to. Before we actually go, let's see if there's anything else that we can get. Let's quickly shoot through these. Restore the Ring of Reckless Courage for me, please. The story clenches the melted shards in his hand. Luck is a fickle partner. You may think yourself her favorite person, while she sits and conspires to trick you. I will impart a remnant of my gift within this ring, so you may recall its story. May it caution you against recklessness, or perhaps inspires. The choice, of course, is yours. And now, we now have the Ring of Reckless Courage. It gives a +4 enhancement bonus to Charisma, +4 to Stealth and Trickery, +4 to attack rolls made to confirm critical hits, and a +2 bonus to DC of mind-affecting spells cast by the wearer. However, you suffer a -2 to Wisdom, you suffer a -4 to Perception, and a -2 to Will saving throws, and a -10 to all saving throws against traps. Whenever the wearer receives a critical hit, they become confused for a d4 of rounds. Now, this item is questionably good, questionably bad. For a sorcerer, it's fantastic. For a bard, it's fantastic. For somebody other than those, it's probably shite, to be honest. If we had somebody with a more focus to charisma, I would probably give it. I'd probably give it to Steven if I had the choice. But at the same time, it's just the negatives that are pushing me away. You suffer the wisdom, you suffer the penalty to perception, the will saving throws. But the biggest is the trap saving throws, because we do run into traps from time to time. It's nice, but it has its significant negatives. That's the thing about it. Comparative to the Ring of Luck, I guess it could be better. I mean, it's giving stealth and trickery after all. I don't know, let's see. I don't use stealth and trickery that much, but we definitely use it a lot for Stundowner. And what rings does he have? He has the Ring of Protection +2 and the Ring of Luck. Oddly, I think Sundowner is the best choice here, even though he doesn't use mind-affecting spells and effects. But it's strictly because he is going to be the one disabling traps in the first place. And that's the only reason. Because if he's got Reckless Courage, then, well, he's getting a bonus to Stealth and Trickery for one. So it will boost our saves against traveling, I guess, and many other things. What do I want to replace, though? Ring of Luck. Because it's going to boost Charisma and all that jazz. Now. Okay, it's giving a +4 enchantment bonus to Charisma. It's not showing right now, but it should be giving it to him. There is the Ring of Improved Proficiency. Hold on, let me see weapon focus first. Character. Abilities, let's see, weapon focus. It doesn't specify. Yeah, no, it's an untyped bonus. Weapon focus. Yeah, no, other weapon focus. Okay, so we're not getting a confidence bonus right now. Let's just replace the +3. Bugger it. Give the +2 to somebody else, I guess? Or the +3 to somebody else? Who do we want it? I guess give it to Sundowner. There. He's the one with the lowest AC, I believe. So, probably for the best. Alright, Compson. Vulnerability to fire, cold resistance. I think I should probably replace the Paragon of Winter, because I do get cold resistance 30 anyways from buffs, so kind of pointless to have. Alright, let's give him the ring, the +2 ring. Let's give him the ring to give him bonuses to luck, or saves rather. And there we go. That is how we will do it for now. Okay. And now we collect all, and we leave with our predetermined group. Okay. From here, we have two choices. We can either go back over to the other area where we're going to have to deal with the sisters, which is obviously what I'm going to be doing. The other option is we go to the Talon Peak, which I'm actually going to do. I think going to Talon's Peak is much more profitable currently. Okay. We're going to go through the mountain area here. It might seem odd at first, but there's reason for it. We're going to go to Arbor Rock as a short trip, essentially. Or as a part of the trip, anyways, I should say. And from this, we will be getting plenty of experience, I'm sure. Alright, let's see. Oh, 1 second. Be right back.
Man, today's a busy day. I am back, and hopefully this will be the second to last time I'm called down. Okay, let's see. We got some quite good buffs at least, I'll give it that. Let's see. Jeez, our stealth and trickery are high, I must admit. We got 37 trickery, 45 stealth. We've got a competence bonus of 5. Oh, the reckless courage ring actually only gives competence bonus. So it's actually pretty useless for Sundowner, actually. Do I want to give it to Steven? He could get rid of the crown and get something else, I suppose. You know what? Why not? It'll give him a +4 to critical hits, after all. And it does stack with his AC, and he doesn't have any stealth and trickery right now. Or at least I don't think, anyways. No stealth, no trickery, yep. Bugger it, let's do it. Sundowner's better off with that. We'll take off the headband, because we don't need that. And there we go. It's an interesting design for Steven, but I just need to get him a new helmet, or a new pair of helmet thing. I guess for now he can rock the Eyes of the Eagle, give himself a boost to perception. So yeah. He'll get a +5 from Eyes of the Eagle, so it'll counteract his negative from the Ring of Reckless Courage. He gets a +2 from Lamashtu's Boon, so yeah, he's just basically counteracting the effects of Ring of Reckless Courage for now. So it's not perfect, but it'll do the job, at the very least. Little better than Sundowner, at least, I would assume. And why not? Let's be reckless with our courage. Alright, there should be something over here. At least I think. So let's reorganize and let's go up for now. There we go. It's a little cave over here. Probably something dangerous, I would assume. Going by most situations like this. But I digress. Let's go in. Let's see what we got. We've got elementals. Okay.
In due time.
Organize ourselves. I think we only need a bless for this circumstance. Do a quick save just to be certain. Because we will be destroying the sisters this stream, or at least trying to, so yeah. Let's make sure we do. Ah, elemental's actually hitting. Nice. Good job. Not hitting enough though. We got a enchanted warhammer, +1. Oh, it's good for selling, I suppose. But that's about it. It's just a +1 warhammer. Yeah, it's fine. Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, we got a gem out of it, so that's nice. Cool. Let's dip. Off we go to higher adventures. Now, we go to deal with the rock. And no, not the rock you're thinking of. The actual rock, where he's laying his eggs. Okay, there's the Hilltop Trail. Yeah, let's go to the Hilltop Trail, see what that leads us to. It probably leads us to another location, which gets us closer to the... Guess it's closer to Hilltop, so all the more reason to lead through. But yeah. Off we go, I guess. Okay, nothing there. We just rush over to here, I guess. Alright. We're left with a hole there, which we can go through. I guess this is how we get up. Oh. Hello. Glimmer cats. Great. Ah! Steven, under confusion. At least a little bit. At least we get the Dwemer cat pelts. And there's a portal. Huh. Okay. Probably to the Fey world, I would imagine. Not something that we want on our land, so let's go in and deal with it. But before we do that, give a quick heal to Steven. Goodness knows he needs it. Cure critical wounds should do it. Of course, a heal would also be equally as fantastic. But then again, that's healing for you, in general. Okay, what we got here? We've got other items of interest. Chaos. As per the nature of this place. Bracers +5.
This will hurt!
Weber lions. Interesting. Ah! Concerning. Thompson? Monsoon? Back off. Okay. There we go. Just quickly take them all out. There we are. Simple enough. Anything else? Nope. Skin and collect. Amulet of Mighty Fists +2. And yeah, just small loot, small rewards. I guess that's the enemies here, I think. Unless there's more hidden around, which I do believe there would be. Unless there isn't, in which case, oh well. Yep, nope, nothing. Rip me, I guess. And we're done. Now, from here, we just go. We go out to here. And we can dip on our merry way, which won't give us the location that we're hoping for, so rip us, I guess. Well, unless we can go further beyond that portal, but I don't think we can. We might. But it'll require some finagling.
Adventures can wait.
We cannot. Okay. So I think we have to go around then. Which is going to be annoying, but not like we have much of a choice. We're going to have to go down this path. So go down here. Down this way. Alright. Slowly but surely. Yep. All the way up to the tippy top. And finally, before we enter, let's do quick management of everybody. Okay, where are we putting everybody? Alright, camp camouflage. Thompson will be handling food. Hunting will be handled here. There we go. We'll put Steven and Samuel, place them there. Or no, here. There we go. Done. And that is the resting sorted. We got Galrago for cook material.
always getting 6 rations now, so I might have to consider dropping some rations down to 30 so I can get more carry weight. But that is a concern for another time. I'm certainly in no rush to get more, that's for sure. But I digress. Okay, from here we can just make our merry way up. That's just how we do. I do believe the Roc is quite the challenging individual, but it's not an impossible endeavor.
You should have run!
There we go. Okay, anything else? Yep, spider swarms. Great. Okay. Yep, deal with that one. Pop. Headshot. Alright, we collect that. Then we move up. From here, we've got plenty of other stuff here. Got you. Okay. Organize ourselves a bit. Start with the spider, and then we deal with the spider swarm.
Strike!
There we go. Now we deal with the spider swarm. And with our energy, we should be fine. Alright, come on. Done. Yeah, spider swarms are actually really weak. They're just hard to deal damage to, because, well, for obvious reasons, I would assume. Okay. What's down here? Anything? Nope, no secrets. Okay, reorganize real quick. And up we go.
I'm there.
And I do believe this will lead us to the outside? Or at least it will lead us to the next part of this dungeon. Well, not dungeon per se, but it'll just lead us to this, yeah. Alright, Heroism. We've got a 3rd tier spell. I'm gonna move that out of the way so we can organize our more combat heavy ones. Let's give Heroism to everybody. Okay. Heroism, Protection of Maris Communal, Feather Step Mass, Bang. Alright, Mage, Barkskin, 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 Mage Armor. Anything else? Not really that I need right now. Mistral, is there any buffs you want to give? Alright, we can give Remove Fear. Delay Poison Communal. The Invisibility Communal. And we'll save on Death Ward and Protection from Energy Communal. Because both are equally not as important. But still helpful. Click Thud. Alright, click. What else is there?
Interesting.
Click. Click. What else is there? There should be another button, I think.
I'm off.
Click. There we go. And we got ourselves a new area to check out. With a Skull Crusher? What is that? That is a one-handed weapon, and it is a +2 heavy mace that lands whenever it lands a critical hit, the target must make a fortitude save, or become stunned for a d4 rounds. If it's successful, they instead become staggered. You know, that's a really good weapon. If I had a one-handed, or a one-hand wielder weapon, and its crit was way better. It's one of those situations where it's nice, but nobody can use it in this circumstance, because nobody uses one-handed weapons in my group.
Heavily armed men are seated around a fire. They chat casually and pass around a flask, obviously not expecting ambush or eavesdropping in a place like this. Damned Baron and his damned guards. Sits that ass down, the Staglord. Honest people like us got nowhere to go. To get ourselves some coin. Just look where we ended. Up. In the middle of nowhere. Alright, let's eavesdrop. Did some of the Staglord folk already join the Baron's Guard? Sounds like life on Easy Street. Yeah, maybe that's good for them. But I'm not cut out for bootlicking. A sharp sword and a highway. That's the life for me. I'm not going to end up someone's lapdog. Enough your whining. Enough. Cut the whining. We gotta adapt if we want to survive. This birdie will bring us more gold than any trader. And then we can sell ourselves as mercenaries or go treasure hunting. We'll get by. With you in charge, we'll end up with our necks broken. Care to explain what demon possessed you to make us climb up a cliff when there's a neat, safe path on the other side? Why we gotta bother with all these hooks and ropes? Have you seen that path? Spiders everywhere. Just swarming with spiders, crawling all around. Damned fat, furry beasts. I hate spiders. Really? You're afraid of spiders? I'm not afraid of nothing. It's just these damn spiders. I'd rather fight a troll than mess with those ugly beasts. Oh, watch out! There's a spider in your hair. Oh, ha ha! I'm exploding with laughter. We should just become a bard, huh? Better yet, head straight to the capital. Ask the Baron to hire you as a court jester. Just don't go through the front door. There might be spiders inside. Better take a rope and a scale the back wall. Piss take you all, you damn jokers. I'm gonna take a leak. The bandit stands and heads towards you on an unsteady feet. Pushing him off the cliff would be easy right now. Yoink. With a horrible scream, the bandit falls. His accomplices jump up and grab their weapons. In shock. Behold! It is I, the Baron.
Don't hold back!
There we go. Ooh! 102 damage. That's a painful swing. Alright, no enchanted gear from what I can tell. But there is the casserole. We did lose the body. No, wait. No, we didn't. Never mind. We just pushed him off. It killed him, though. So, I guess gravity? Not the best sort of occasion, but whatever. Still lines our pockets in the end, so I'm not complaining. Okay. He had a lot of potions, some materials, and nothing masterwork on him though. Rip. And yet you had a bunch of stuff. Hooks, ropes, hammers, everything one would need to scale a mountain. Well, if we wanted to use them, that's an option I guess now. Not that we're gonna use it, I don't think. Hard to say, to be honest. Wait till everybody organizes once again. And let's go get that rock. Wait, hold on. What's this? This fortress is younger than the Cyclops', but it's still old enough to be impossible to discover who built it and why. Okay, before we do go, we're going to need a pre-buff because those sounds are pretty ominous. I would assume danger's coming near. Let's just beef up. Okay. Let's beef up. And herself. Do we need Death Ward? No. Do we need any energy resistance? I guess we can throw some on, but I don't think we need it. Not for a rock. To give you a rough idea on what a rock is, it's basically a massive fuck-off bird.
So, unless we were dealing with something like... I don't think we're going to be dealing with anything worrisome in that regard. We should definitely blur it up, though. Okay. I guess we could enlarge some people. But I don't see us reliably using anything else beyond that. I'll reduce person Steven and then enlarge Mistral. Alright, Mistral, enlarge. Do we need Bless? I think we should get Bless on. There we go. That is as much prep as I'm going to do. I will quickly save, so we can defeat the Roc.
I'm there.
Alright. Got a few places here. We got this. That's a bit. It's something. Then there's that, which we don't need right now. And that must be the Roc nest.
In due time.
As soon as you get close to a nest, a huge shadow moves across the sky. With a shrill shriek, a gigantic bird swoops down on you. Her flapping wings make a veritable hurricane as she moves to protect her nest to her last breath. Ah! Hello! Thompson! Monsoon, you want to back off? Samuel! Sundowner! Mistral, back off! Let the tanks go in first! Okay.
This will hurt.
Why are you going for... Samuel, stop! There we go. Okay.
Let's hear you.
Alright, back off. Get the True Strike on. Or not, never mind. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter. It was done, it's dealt with, good. Amulet of Natural Armor +1, we got ourselves a Roc Egg. And let's see. Judging from the size of the nest, the bird could easily carry off a whole horse. You hear the sound of metal scraping nearby. And for our troubles, we have revealed a way down. A more convenient way to leave. Let's get going. And because of this, we now have a means to get there quite efficiently, if we so desired. Of course, we're gonna still have to trail back down, but that's fine. Now we're left with a choice. We can either go down south to deal with this one, or we can go up north. I'm probably gonna take the southern path to make things a bit quicker. So we're gonna have to go this way. It's gonna take 2 days, but that's fine. We have the time to make this happen. It's just gonna be slow-winded, no matter what we do. Try to avoid the enemies, let's keep going. Evade, let's go. Rotten Cave, well, we'll worry about that later. It's not a big concern. Okay.
Adventures can wait.
Alright, we're just moving out of the mountainous region. Good. Now we're going to move fast, to a certain degree. Okay. Gonna rush this way. Oh, this feels nice. They're rushing, here we go. You spotted peaceful travelers. Okay. Let's see who it is. That'll determine what we do. Ah, hello! Hello, my skeletal friend. The skeleton waves at you in a friendly manner with his bony hand. I believe we have already met. How splendid! I do enjoy returning customers, and I've just received some new wares. Oh, goody goody goody. The skeleton happily clinks the coins in his skull. With great pleasure. Here, take a look. Choose, buy. Alright, price in descending order. Helmet of Confidence. +5 resistance bonus on will saving throws. Maximized Magic Rod. Yeah, those are some expensive things, though. Jeez. Let's sell the Warhammer, the Skull Crusher, price in descending order. There's the Athlete Gloves, there's the Undertaker Gloves. These gloves grant the wearer +3 morale bonus to AC against the attacks of undead creatures. So it's temporarily good in this game, or at least in this zone, if we want higher AC. I mean, it would help Senator Armstrong quite a bit if it's a morale bonus. There's +2 adamantine full plates. There's a vicious longsword. Ah, here we go. This is the vicious quality. When a vicious weapon strikes an opponent, it creates a flash of destructive energy that resonates between an opponent and the wielder. This energy deals an extra 2d6 points of damage to the opponent, and 1d6 to the wielder. So if I ever use this, then, oh god. There's Undead Bane Star Knives. A Thundering Spear, which I believe is a critical thing. Oh, no, it's not. It's a sonic thing in general. I mean, there's some things that are good here, some that are not so good, but yeah, each has their benefits, each has their downsides. I probably wouldn't use them, but hey, there's plenty of other things here. Augur's Cape. This cape increases the DC of all divination schools spell cast by the wearer by 3. If I use that sort of thing, it's pretty useful. If not, well, there it is. Wand of Thornbody, Wand of Enervation. Ooh, that's pretty alright. Spit Venom, Displacement. I mean, for 5 rounds it's okay, but eh. Scroll of Vampiric Shadow Shield. Wand of Web. I think the biggest thing out of everything is the Adamantine Half-Plate, honestly. While it doesn't give a dex bonus, it does help people. I'm gonna get the Half-Plate, because somebody can wear that and get DR3. Alright, Adamantine Full Plate, who's gonna wear it? Currently Samuel has a 14 dex. Mistral has a 12, but it's technically a 14. Without the steady hand gauntlets, he would be at a dex of 10, so I can either sacrifice the... Well, I can either sacrifice the armor for damage reduction, which will give 3 DR, which is pretty good. Do I want to do that, though? That's the question. There's a choice between half plate and full plate, so... I'm gonna go with it. Why not? It's not like anybody else is gonna be using this full plate, so... Or half plate, I should say. Yeah, and he goes into melee anyways, so having the DR would actually help him just a slight bit. Alright, we'll just keep the, if I decide against it, I'll just worry about it later, but he should be fine with that armor, I think. It's better than nothing, that's for sure. Alright, come on, Compson. I know you're tired, but we gotta go. We'll rest once we've found the second Defaced Sister.
I tire.
Okay, from here, we go further down. Then we go over to the Forsaken Mound, wherever that is. There we go. Before we enter, let's rest. Continue with the Galwer Go.
recipe, that is. We got 5 rations, so 10 weight loss, that's good. Really, I should consider just dropping like 20, 30 pounds. Anyways. The tomb built within the hollowed rock by ancient Cyclopses was safely hidden from casual searches. The path to it was skillfully concealed by lush vegetation. If we hadn't known where exactly to look, we would have just passed it by, never even suspecting it was there. The entrance was covered by a huge stone slab that seemed to merge with the stone wall, but disheveled bushes and torn ivory shoots implied that it had been recently moved. We said the word given to us by the Defaced Sister. Keb means darkness. It's an ancient forgotten word from an ancient forgotten language, like a time-bleached bone from some unknown beast, out in the wilderness. After speaking the word, the stone slab smoothly and almost soundlessly moved aside, opening the entrance to a damp, musty darkness. To avoid being trapped inside, we propped the door open with a large stone, which proved to be a smart decision. As soon as we stepped inside, the door shuddered and tried to close behind us, but the stone kept it in place. Behind the door was a spacious corridor, obviously built for creatures much larger than humans. The air smelled damp, and the stone walls, decorated with bas reliefs and carvings, were completely covered with a disgusting, oily mold. We carefully examined the mold on the walls. Sometimes the fungus in a dungeon proves more dangerous than any monster. So many adventurers suffocated on poisonous spores, got burned, or were disintegrated on the spot, just because they never thought to open the botany textbook. Fortunately, the mold in this tomb, though sticky, smelling disgusting, was completely harmless. Armed with this knowledge, we carefully searched the corridor for traps. The tombs and traps always come as a pair, like pen and ink, or barbarians and rage, or officials and bribes. But it seems this tomb was an exception. We found no mechanical traps, at least. No pressure plates beneath our feet, nor bundles of stone waiting to fall on our heads. Having finished our search, we checked the corridor for magic. Hidden beneath a layer of mold on the wall, something shone bright through magical vision, radiating a strong necromancy aura. It was almost certainly a magical trap, like the one of those signs you shouldn't look at. Taking that into account, we moved ahead down the corridor. A huge sarcophagus was placed in the middle of the burial chamber, its lid lying on the floor nearby. Inside was a gigantic skeleton. Its skull stared hollowly with a single huge eye socket, and its bony fingers were clenched around a small brass incense burner that also looked like a one-eyed skull. Near the sarcophagus was the slim figure of a woman, wrapped in a grey cloak. She wasn't breathing, and it didn't take much looking to discover her cause of death. The Cyclopses had left a nasty surprise for anyone who dared to come in to rob their graves. Near the skeleton's head was a magical symbol of death, carved directly into the sarcophagus surface. It must have killed the sister the instant she opened the lid. Luckily for us, it was a single-use trap. We examined the crypt and the incense burner to try and understand why the sisters would need all this creepy stuff, to start with. Judging by the wall carvings, the builders for this gloomy place must have venerated Charon, the godlike archdemon of death. Similar incense burners were used in his servants' rituals. The smoke coming from the eye socket was meant to symbolize a soul flying to him. Were the sisters conducting some ritual? Maybe even trying to summon Charon himself. Terrible. After exploring the tomb, we examined the body of the sister. When we removed the cloth from the dead woman's face, it sent a chill down our spines. She literally had no face. Instead, there was a rough gray surface, looking something like a roughly made clay mask. 2 holes instead of eyes, a hole instead of a nose, a crack instead of mouth. What power could have done this to her? Having examined the body, we discovered the dead woman wasn't human. She was fey, most likely a nymph, deformed by some unknown magic. She had nothing of interest on her, so we took the incense burner and left the tomb, which had also become the burial chamber for the very person
we'd been searching for. I see. Well, it seems we found the second sister, who is, perished. Even without our interference, so I guess that's just them. I'm not complaining, though. It just makes our job a little easier. Means we don't have to kill them, and, saves ourselves of getting our hands dirty. Let's enter the city of Hollow Eyes, which is the last stop on our venture. At least for this area, anyways. Okay. Let us activate our Keybar Bark Skin. Before we go any further, I'd actually like to buff. Just in case, because we're going to need the buffs just in case. Knowing this area, there is some fights, not too much that we have to worry about, but enough that we should get at least some buff sets. At least the 10-minute long ones, I would assume.
Await.
Okay. Bark Skin. Bark Skin. Bark Skin. And Bark Skin. There's some fighting going on currently. Let's go some buffs. Alright, give one to Sundowner. And we'll give one to Monsoon, because he needs it. Alright, let's give out that, and the Magic Fang. Alright. Mage Armor. Okay, off we go. More fighting. Great. To arms! The dead have returned! Alright, let's deal with them. More dread zombies. Not fun. Let's quickly save. And let's talk with Hilla. Or whoever this is. Hilla, I guess. A huge scar crosses the face of this sturdy silver-haired woman. An eye patch hides her left eye, while right shines with silver. She raises her bloody blade in a salute. Oh, you came just in time. We owe you one. Who are you? I am Hilla the Tooth Grinder, from the Tiger Lord's tribe. This is my war party. We are here, fighting things, as you can see. Are you an Aasimar? What? Don't I look like a Celestial? Yes, I'm an Aasimar. No idea which of my great-grandmothers made it with a Celestial, but in my entire lineage, the blood of only manifested in me. I'm sure that was the plan all along. It's a common custom to strengthen the bloodline with the blood of orcs, or whatever powerful being comes in handy. My birth was deemed a good sign, and proof of the god's blessing. But I call it bullshit. The god's blessing should have been earned on the battlefield. Alright, what are you doing here then? What do you care? We came here, so we obviously have business here. What about you? What are you doing here? Durgas sent me. What? Why? Does the old man think he can't handle it ourselves? Huh. Hill looks around beefly, then back to you. Well, to be honest, you really did help us. How about helping with one more thing? Here's the deal. We came with one of the witches to look for some trash in the tomb. We set up camp, and the sister took some of my people to the ruins around dawn. Never came back. Instead, these zombie Cyclopses started crawling out on us from all over the place. Fun day, huh? My group can't afford to be separated now. We only barely fought those things off. So, how about this? You scout the place and look for our people. Find out if any of them are still alive, and I'll pay you in gold. Deal? Deal. Great. Alright, seems like we got another quest. Or at least, somewhat of a quest.
I managed it.
And we are moving in slow motion again, so 1 second. Just gotta click out, click in. It didn't help. Not too much anyways. Grab all that. Ah, it's a trapped chest.
I'm there.
Okay, we'll get our rogue to disable it. And we got the Nobleman's Amusement. This +1 longbow grants the wielder the effects of point-blank shot and precise shot feats.
I do what I must.
So, if I had somebody who wasn't trained in point-blank shot and precise shot, well, Nobleman's Amusement. It's basically a +2 longbow with a +2 attack roll within any foe that's within 30 feet. So it has its benefits, it has its downsides. Nothing too fantastic, I'd say. But it's something. Half plate's pretty good, so I'll keep those. If I can. At the very least, the weight is worth it. To some degree. Okay, got some more. Oh, hello. That's another enemy. Let's get the wolf going. There we go. There are enormous footprints in the dirt. Well, yeah, Cyclopses. Okay. Another Cyclops, there we go. Then there's some corpses here. Let's grab this half plate, let's grab the great swords. There we go. More loot to add to the supply. Let's drop the undermined gear. Alright. What we got? Weapons. Price in Descending Order. No, most of it's masterwork, so it's just loot waiting to be used. Nice. Well, it's extra moolah in the pocket, so I'm not complaining. Kinda wish we'd move faster, though. What else we got? Body there. Barbarian was killed very recently. Masterwork Greatsword, Cure Moderate Wounds, Hide Armor.
I'm off.
Alright. Ah, the zombie Cyclopses are here. There we go. There we go. And that's the Cyclops dealt with. Nice. What we got? Well, we got the Masterwork Great Axe. Got some other things here. More axes, more items.
It's done now.
Snag those. Seems like there was a camp here at one point. Wonder who was here. Ah, there's something here. More loot. There we go. I can't complain. More loot in the pocket is always nice. Okay, nothing there. So we'll go quickly over to this side. I very much like doing the outside in for most map exploration, so if you're wondering what I'm doing, that's the reason. Bandits and wolves, it seems. Great. Okay.
We won't falter.
There we go. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, actually, hold on. I want to see what those robes are. 5 to Knowledge Arcana, and a chance to frighten enemies on a hit. Okay, yeah, that would explain it. Okay. If I can get another, or a different bonus, then I definitely, replace what I can. Alright, Masterwork Longsword. Bastard Sword is pointless, so... we'll just grab the other stuff there. There we go. That should do it. Anything over here?
I would assume so. The animal is killed with a single devastating blow. Probably another Cyclops, I would assume. Or dead one, anyways. At least that's my assumption, anyways. Hard to say, really. Ah, more Cyclopses.
This
Take out the priest here. Okay. Ah, hello. I wasn't exactly expecting guests. Let's get the wolf over here. I'd rather have the wolf coax that one. Come on. There we go. Done. Took a bit of threat, but that's fine. Oh dear. So now I know. Oh, that was close. Hold on. Okay. Take that. Take the axes. Got ourselves a nice +1 great axe, so that's not bad. Yeah, we're getting nice hodgepodge of loot. But, of course, we do need healing, so we're going to have to keep that in mind. Speaking of, we can actually handle that, so let's get the Cure Moderate Wound Potions going. Alright, 51. Now for Samuel. Then Compson. And Steven's perfectly fine. The wolf is completely fine. Yep, there we go. That's loot. That is the healing for you. Anything else that we need to worry about? Not really. Aside from that ambush, of course. But that was actually quite easy with our buff state, so I'm not complaining.
Interesting.
More loot the better, I guess. +2 armor. Barely legible letters are carved into stone. Okay.
There's something here.
Ancient Cyclops coin. Beyond that, nothing too fantastical. Par for the course. Ah, bandits.
I'm there.
Back up. Get organized. Engage. Okay. Let's get Compson going, music-wise, I guess. Okay. Kind of a pointless bonus, but whatever. Every little bit counts.
I tire of waiting.
Music has stopped, I think. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it automatically stops. +1 daggers. We got a normal chain shirt, +1 ring. Composite bows, money. Falchions, money. Long spear, enchanted gear. A bandit bard, actually, yeah. Enchanted gear, zombie cyclops. The only thing that we might not take is the armor, but that's par for the course when dealing with this stuff. Adamantine Falcata +3. Hold on. Mined from rocks that fell from the heavens, this ultra-hard metal adds to the quality of weapons or suit of armor. Adamantine is so costly that weapons made from it are always masterwork quality. Now, something it doesn't state is that it can bypass adamantine damage reduction. So if you ever use adamantine weapons, assume it can bypass adamantine armor. That said, we don't usually come across adamantine armored individuals, so you shouldn't expect to use this as often. Although, it is a good +3 weapon to have. Considering the other one is a +2 Furious Falcata here, So if Samuel ever runs out of rage, it's a good alternative. At the very least, it just becomes a straight +1 bonus. Period. Which is fine. Do we want to... Oh, right, it's a falcata, so it's not actually a falchion. So never mind. The falcata we can't even give to anybody. Because it's kind of exotic weapon. It's no different than having the other stuff. Oh boy, slow. That's great. At least it's only going to last 12 seconds, so it's not that bad. Okay. Got a nice massive ruin here. Masterwork club, some ancient stuff here and there. All good. There we go. Slow should be gone. Good. Now we can keep moving. Let's see. Ah, more dread zombies. Let's quickly save. And this technically is the ruins that we gotta go through, but we will hold off for now. Because yeah, stuff here and there. Okay. Samuel's doing quite well, actually, for himself. Ah. Alright, Mistral. Give heal to Steven while we have the chance. It got really slow there, actually. There we go. Quick heal. Never hurts. Got ourselves an enchanted great axe. There's some cloths, obviously. Not sure what these cloths are going to be used for, but they're probably going to be useful no matter what we do, so...
What's over there?
Ah, a trap.
I don't even want to know.
Trap, easy enough to disable. Okay, what about here? What's this?
Oh, I'm managed.
More cure moderate wounds. Not bad, not bad at all. Appears that quite a few corpses here. Get the half plate, hide armor, there we go.
I'm there.
A huge stone slabs blocks the entrance of the tomb. The ancient stone surface is covered in worn inscriptions, barely visible beneath the moss. Let's sleep for now. We're gonna address that door at a soon, but we will do it immediately after we're done, exploring the area. Because this is a good area to get experience, so all the more reason to just explore, quickly get it out of the way, and yeah, go from there. This poor soul's skull was crushed and the brain was removed. It seems their expedition did die out though, thanks to the sister though, which does suck.
I do what I must.
Managed it.
I might as well collect them all. There we go. Alright, there appears to be another thick-skinned dread zombie. Ah, good.
You should have run!
Let's back off. Samuel, back off. We want the wolf to go in. There we go. Haha. Good. Distraction was worthy. Hey, another more 100 damage. Can't be bad. Can't be bad. Alright, skin. We'll collect it all. Then there's the thick-skinned zombie that was quite literally mauled to death. Grab his axe. And I don't think there's anything else that we could have grabbed. There's the Rage Claw. A one-handed Furious Adamantine weapon. Technically a +4 weapon. In the hands of a barbarian. Yeah, so if you rage... Yeah, that's... So if you're a barbarian who's trying to dual wield, that would be a decent weapon. Because it gives a +4 enchantment bonus while we rage.
which is really good. At least I think. Anything else? Not really. That's only if you rage, though, so it's not that fantastic. Well, unless you're barbarian, like I said, so... Ah! More! There's a lot of ferocious wargs that we're dealing with. Ah, Samuel. Hey! The big blast, it's hitting. Constantly. Okay, what we got here? Skin. Got the fur, the meat. Got some bandit stuff. Let's grab the ring. And done. That's as much as we're going to muster from there. Alright, what else we got here? We got the riverbank, obviously. Let's reorganize our group. And, yeah, we just got a little bit forth to explore. Nothing too fantastic, just gotta go around this area, basically. It's simple enough. Okay, anything here? Dead Cyclops. And took many blows to drop the enormous undead. Yeah. So there's thick-skinned and normal Cyclopses now. Supposedly. So each have their benefits and downsides, I guess. Ah, slow, great. Gotta love that, don't ya? Ah, well. At least we're getting treasure out of this, so it's not a huge loss. And I can always just counteract it with a haste spell, so give me a sec. Let's see. Haste, 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 haste. Searing Light, Good Hope. Here we go, haste. There. That will remove the slow and just make us a little bit hasted for a while. At least for 30 seconds. An old boat with a large breach rowing to the shore. Okay. Nothing on that side, I don't think. Grab that. What else we got? We've got more shadow. We'll cleanse the lights. Ah, hello. Zombie Cyclops. Good day to you. Ah, hello. Alchemist bombs, good. Too bad they are not efficient enough to deal with me. Okay, grab the items here. Composite longbow, masterwork great axe. Alright, what else is there? There's the Alchemist. Got the composite bow. Light crossbow, we should probably ditch that because normal bows are pointless to us right now. And we're not even overloaded yet. That's just saying how good our carry capacity is. I might have to reevaluate what I can carry and what I can't.
I'm there.
I might be able to just carry everything here. Light crossbow, chain shirt, nah. Grab that. Alright, there should be some other stuff here. Alright, what's this? Ah! 2 Cyclopses are having a heated dispute in their rough language. They stomp their feet, pound their chests, sputter, and pay absolutely no attention to anything else around them, yourself included. Let us try to decipher the speech. You can't make out any of what they're saying. Move closer. The Cyclopses turn to you, furrowing their bushy brows. One of the Cyclopses yells something at you in his language, shaking his hairy fist angrily. Try again to decipher the speech. You manage to make out some of the Cyclops' speech. Hey, you, insect! What are you doing? Get out of here before we step on you. What are you arguing about? What do you care, insect? I'm telling you, Let everyone know what a dirtbag you are. I found this treasure. The Cyclops slams his palm against the obelisk. This eyesore wants to take it for himself. You found it. You? I found it. You weren't even here. What makes this treasure so valuable? The Cyclops scratches his head. You wouldn't understand. Right, you're not Cyclops. What would you know of treasure? My sweet, precious treasure. The Cyclops tenderly pets the obelisk with his huge hand. Hey, paws off! The second Cyclops pushes the first away from the stone. Try to puzzle out the Cyclops' behavior. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about the stone itself, but the Cyclops believes it has to be a great treasure. It seems reminiscent of an enchantment spell. The ancient builders of this necropolis must have used the obelisk to create an inconspicuous but deadly trap. Any Cyclops who got close enough would stay here, entranced by the obelisk, until they fell dead from exhaustion or starvation. Fortunately for you, spells like this typically can't target all sentient creatures, but rather need to be keyed to a specific kind of creature. For instance, a Cyclops. What's the point of arguing? Just settle the matter with an honest fight. No, that would be wrong, wouldn't it? He's my brother. Act like a brother then. Give me the stone and get out of here. No, you get out of here. Oh, shut up and fight. Come on. Engage in a fair brawl. Oh, Rip Wolf.
You should have run.
Man should have fought. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done this. Oh well. Death to them, I guess. Masterwork Great Club. Yeah, it's a bit of money. And more importantly, experience. So, huzzah, I guess? If you can count this like a win. I don't think it's a win though. Not after those abysmal rolls, I think. But I digress. I tried my best. Okay. Wolves have gnawed on the human corpses, but not the undead. I can only imagine why. And that leaves the majority of the area explored. And leaves us only one place to go. And that is to deal with the sister. Now, before we go in, we're probably going to want to do some healing, so get some cure moderates out. Give a cure serious. And a cure light. There we go. That should do it. Examine the entrance. The crumbling ancient stone is densely covered with thick moss. Near the edge of the slab, some of the moss has been torn. Some unknown force must have moved it aside and then replaced it. Read the inscriptions on the door. You managed to read several phrases of the ancient Cyclopean language. Cruel and evil go into the blind darkness, while kind and merciful go out into even deeper darkness. Impenetrable blackness. Darkness opens every door. Wise and stupid, lewd and aesthetic. There's not a single path in this world that won't lead to ultimate darkness. Alright, Kip. The slab slides easily and noiselessly, making a crack wide enough for you to enter. Before you have a chance to take a single step, a voice calls out from inside the tomb. Wait! Do not enter! Prop the door or it will close behind you. Unwilling to tempt fate, you move a large stone to the entrance to prop the door open. The door radiates a faint transmutation aura. After entering, the slab won't close itself behind you. You step into the damp, cold darkness of the tomb. Alright, hello, Defaced Sister. The only breathing creature in the ancient tomb is a miniature woman, wrapped in a grey cloak. She looks like a ghost herself. Who are you?
I'm one of the Defaced Sisters, a humble servant of benevolent spirits. No words can express my gratitude for saving me.
Alright, what is this place?
Once, Cyclopses used to own these lands, but their race was doomed to extinction. Their fortresses and palaces crumbled into dust, and only tombs remain.
Alright, what are you doing here?
Same as you, searching for the truth. My fate brought me here and opened the door before me. I didn't know it would slam shut behind my back. If fate didn't bring you here right after me, I would soon fall asleep beside the owners of this tomb.
Do you know anything about what happened in Varnhold?
Varnhold. I don't know much about the place, but ice-cold winds of ill fate blow over it. If my sisters are still alive, we can tell you more together.
Does the word Vordakai mean anything to you?
Lips of mortals didn't utter this word for thousands of years. It would be for the best if it remained so. Don't worry about this shadow of the past. It dispersed forever the day the sky fell upon the earth.
Good, good. I won't let you go away alive.
Hey!
So long, sister. May you perish. I'll be taking that incense burner, thank you very much. Now we can return to the barbarians' main camp with the incense burners. Another sister went to the sepulchre of forgotten heroes. So basically, they've all been going into these sepulchres, collecting incense burners or something. I'm not entirely sure. They've been collecting something.
Well, it's done. Here.
It's not a good thing. The container is full of sealed clay jars, each decorated with pictures of internal organs. Oh, hello. You're targeting Samuel, I guess. That's fine. So far, yeah, our damage is way more than enough to handle it. Grab the great axe. Grab that. Grab that. What is this? The door cannot be opened. It's fake. Just a carving on the wall. Okay, so this is a fake sepulcher then.
Pay attention.
Corrosive Tongi, +2. A 2-foot reach, one-handed weapon with a d6 piercing, +2 enchantment, 1d6 acid. It's alright. I mean, yeah, let's leave. There's nothing here. 1 second while I check up something. Okay. What else? Already gone through that. Alright, what else is there? I've already done that. Okay. I'm just checking to make sure everything's set, basically. Leave the ruins at south, yep. Okay. Back outside, okay. Oh, there we go.
Was right when I saw you the first time. You're a thief, same as every one of your kin.
The raven makes a raking caw, as if in glee.
You fight in dirt for the scraps of elder races. You're ready to tear open each other's throats to get what you want. What did you get from killing that sister? Nothing. I bet you've already forgotten her.
Why are you following me? What do you want?
I have watched you. Your behavior. Your deeds. Don't flatter yourself thinking your actions are impressive. You're an oddity, a curiosity, a mark. Nothing more.
Right. I'm leaving. Have a good one.
Run. Run for cover. Cower in your shelters like vermin. You won't escape the truth. Wherever you hide, it is always with you.
Okay. Farewell. The first rule that you gotta deal with. Don't acknowledge those annoying things. But anyways, let's quickly save. Because things could either go good or bad, but we'll just... yeah, we'll see how things go. We basically cleared out the area. It's very clear that the Defaced Sisters caused the death of multiple barbarians, so yeah. We'll tinker with the truth, I guess. Hey, what news? Did you find the rest of my people? How about the witch? Cyclops has killed everyone. Damn. This whole expedition's been nothing but trouble from the word go. Well, guess there's nothing left for us here. We're leaving. Here's the money. Here's your money. You earned it. Yeah. The Cyclops has killed everyone. Definitely. And nobody is the wiser, I'd say. And now, with everything in mind, we'll grab everything we can and get going. And with that, we now can return to the camp here and see where it will see what it will yield us. Let's quickly save. And let's go in. I'll be honest, I was expecting to fail that roll, the bluff, but hey, I guess luck is on my side. Ah well, it don't matter. The point is, we're here. Oh, hello.
Look there, Tiger Lords! Here comes the killer, an enemy, a servant of evil spirits. This person aims to disrupt our exalted mission.
As you approach the camp, you hear the noise of an agitated crowd. Numerians are gathered around the Defaced Sisters near the camp entrance, and a loud discussion is taking place. When a Defaced Sister sees you, she lifts her hands and points a finger at you. Her voice, usually calm and quiet, is now menacing and accusing.
The sisters who went into the hills in search of truth never returned. They perished, and he is the killer. We trusted him, and this is how he repays us. Liar, traitor, murderer!
The barbarians exchange glances with each other, look at the sister, then at you, and finally look to Durgath, who tightens his fist around his sword. They await an order from their leader, ready to charge at his sign.
An enemy, you say? I don't see any enemies here.
At the barbarian camp in Dunsword, you met Durgath, a revered priest of Golram. It looks like you managed to earn his trust and respect.
As far as I know, all the sisters went out into the hills, and that was the last anyone ever saw of them. We waited long enough, but when none of them returned, we had to head back to Numeria on our own. Right, everyone? That's how it all happened, isn't it?
Some of them stow their blades laughing, while others continue to throw dark stares in your direction.
Betrayal! Blasphemy! All who remain loyal to the great Armag, to battle! Since we first met, you've given us nothing but lies and half-truths. You wouldn't even tell me your name. You probably believed me unable to learn who you are, and that your name and your crimes would remain a secret. You should have known that nothing stays hidden forever. Today you die, Baron.
Hearing your name, the black raven who'd been perched nearby and listening intently flies off, cawing coarsely. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. Fine, Defaced Sister. Suit yourself. It was only a matter of time, I assume. It's fine. Let's do this. Ah, Compson. You're gonna want to, stay safe. There we go. Boom. Alright, the wolf is down, but that's fine. It's not out. And the witch has died, I think? Huh, jeez. Alright, well, that's all the witches dealt with, except for one maybe, because I don't see her, I don't see her as a pickupable item, or I don't think I can pilfer through her gear. So rip, I guess. Durgath, hey.
They died meaningless deaths. But we could be friends, you and I, Baron. It always ends this way. Creatures like her breed ill blood between people. And then good fighters die for no reason.
You're right.
Disgusting. Look, it's not even a human. Right. She wasn't human at all. She was fey. This is who our chieftain was listening to.
We have nothing more to do here. We'll leave. But let me tell you why we came here in the first place. I've no idea what magic toy those witches were looking for, but I do know where to find it. We spotted the place long ago, but I didn't want to lead my people there. These incense burners from the tombs are the keys to the entrance. The place is called the Valley of the Dead, and for good reason. It's an unholy land, a cursed land. If there's something capable of devouring a whole city around here, that's where you'll want to start looking for it. And now, farewell.
Farewell, Durgath. And good travels. Alright. And what of you, Crow? The Raven watches you attentively.
In due time.
Unfortunately, my name has been revealed, but that is par for the course. I was half expecting that to be the circumstance when I went the evil route. Of course, it can't be avoided now, And that will play an important part later, because there is one particular circumstance that applies to that sort of thing. And it's not a good one. Not a good one at all. But if it had to be anyone, I would have rather it had been Steven to begin with, because it's him. But I digress. We've got ourselves a traversal to go through, so
Adventures can wait.
let's see. We've got to go all the way down to the gates of the Valley of the Dead, which is going to take a long, long travel. It is right now down at the very bottom here, so we got ourselves quite the monumental task of traveling, but that's fine. We'll move over to here. There's someone on the road. Get ready. Whom might it be? Let us see.
A rest is in order.
Before we do go any further, I'd actually like to take a break here. So whoever's at the road is gonna have to wait, because we're overloaded currently. We need a rest first. Monsoon can't even move. Rip. That's fine. Resting will take 9 hours, that's fine. Just means we can move at that point. Got rations, we got camp camouflage, got Rago's done, we got some healing out of the way, good. And now we should be perfectly fine, yep. Although, stat-wise, we're going to want to fix that. We've got ability drain, so let's fix those. Cures all temporary and restores all points permanently drained from a single ability score. Okay. I hate to do this, but it's needed, because otherwise stats are going to be permanently drained from Sundowner. Oh, wait, hold on, what's that? Oh, edible moss. Might as well grab it. Okay. Anything up here before we go? It don't look like it. Ah, item. Yoink. That is 5 eggs. Can't be bad. And I guess we just keep going. Wait, hold on. That's another item. More herbs. Good for cooking, I would presume. And off we go. Not a fan of the storm, but hey. Well, the storm is approaching, indeed. Ah. Alright.
So he summons embrace suffering, embrace pain, surrender your spirit to Vordakai, the chosen of the 4 horsemen, Oculus of Abaddon.
What do you mean, seen enough?
I know the ears of my master, every face, or here, he sees and hears as well. All your deeds, nothing escapes me.
Mager Varn was the ruler of these lands. Your master stole something that belonged to him.
God Varn is released for impostors without rights and the empire of Vordakai will rise from its 1,000-year sleep, reclaim its lands. One such as never served its future.
your master is responsible for what happened in Varnhold, I presume?
Yes, and it was well-deserved punishment. One who stole what was not his to possess. He trespassed in the master's sanctuary, defiled it, and brought what he stole to the place you call Varnhold. By doing so, he incurred the wrath of my master.
Alright, but what happened to Varnhold? Where did everyone go?
My master's power are great. The Oculus of Abaddon has granted him even greater power. It was the Oculus that brought about his revenge over the Empire's ones.
The Chosen of who again?
Four horsemen of the apocalypse. The rulers of Abaddon, archdemons, harbingers of death and destruction. The greatest horseman of death, Chaos, deemed Vordakai worthy and granted him the Oculus of Abaddon.
I'm not afraid of your master. Tell me where I can find him.
Go to the Valley of the Dead, cast the gates, and face the challenges that await. If you survive, master will invade the sanctuary.
What awaits in the Valley of the Dead?
The gates bar the entrance to the Valley of the Dead. Only the one who has sacred knowledge can pass.
Right.
My master barred the valley from the outer world because of races such as yours. Thus, my master could focus upon his research and rule the empire, defeating rebellions and petty wars of your kind. Find 3 incense workers hidden in the tombs who imprisoned my master in the sanctuary, or conjure goddess, which is able to open the way to the Valley of the Dead. This way, or in the you will be able to pass the gates, and my master will see everything.
Fine. I will come.
I'll meet you in the sanctuary.
Sure. Well then. Ominous, but okay. I guess that's that. And it doesn't help that it's thundering right now, so yeah. It just only adds to the... But it only adds to the weirdness. Wait. Tristan?
We need to talk.
Tristan, what the hell are you doing here?
Forgive me, Baron. I hope that when I explain your mythology, I couldn't let you go alone.
What's the matter?
The Valley of the Dead I spoke of. I know it. An ancient evil is buried there. From Empire's since turned. Being cautious is not enough. If you go there, you must tread quietly, or you shall awaken. The tomb lies in the heart of the valley. That is where the evil sleeps. I know I cannot sway you from going, but if you must go, please let me help you. My fate is that spells and steel may not.
I just need to check one thing. 1 second. This'll matter for the near future, of course. Let's see. Do. Now, given the circumstances, it is possible for you not to take Tristan with you. I'm not sure how well I'm on the track with Tristan. But either way, he should follow you in some way. It's hard to explain. I'm gonna do a quick Google search, 1 second, and then I will determine it. It is very possible a trap, but I'm not sure. Well, we'll see, I guess. But I'm sorry, Tristan. Please return to the capital. I appreciate your help, but... yeah, I'm not sure I can take you with me. Let's see how things go. I wish, but trust me, you're making a huge mistake. As much as I'd like to bring Tristan, I can handle it alone. There's no big deal with me just going alone. But it basically just determines whether you go with somebody or without somebody. But yeah, I think it's reaching that point. But before we do go, let's go to the Valley of Dead. And let's go check it out. Or at least check out the entrance. Do a quick save. I do very much enjoy that I've killed the sisters, but yeah. We are a cheeky sort in that sense. A towering gate blocks your path. The pillars flanking the gate are carved from the mountain itself, and both the gate and pillar rise so high that they are obscured by the mists above. The gate is sealed, but you see no lock. Not even a handle. Light the 3 incense burners from the tomb and hang them on the hooks on the center of the gate. Clouds of smoke billow from the lit incense burners, streaming out through the Cyclops' eye sockets. You quickly realize the smoke isn't rising. It's encircling you, engulfing you, until all around you is darkness. And now, before we go in, let's grab what we can around here. Mainly just loot here and there, just to fill up our coffers a little bit. And then once we go to the other side, we should be good to go. It's probably going to end with us just having a rough time though, I would imagine. But I digress. Let's drop some stuff before we go. We're going to need a lot of inventory space for this. Hopefully we'll be able to manage. Just need to drop everything here. I just hate that you can't actually drop them in unison. Like, it really makes things slow. Those are literally just hide armor. And they're the cheapest armor you can get. The plan was to get as much carry weight as I could, but with this coming up, we're going to need a lot more inventory space. So I'm going to be ditching the more cheap items, keep the masterwork gear, and we should be good to go in that regard. So yeah. Now we've got up to medium weight, so we can move a bit faster now. At the very least we can run, so all the more reason to go. Okay. Now, is there anything on the other side? I would presume there is, but you never know. Anything on this side? Just something. Another ancient scrap. And Vordakai's tomb has been discovered. We'll leave all those items. And now, we are on the pathway to dealing with Vordakai himself.
But this is probably where I'm going to end it off, considering how far we've gotten. I've done quite a lot this stream. So for next stream, we're going to go to Vordakai's tomb, we're going to clear out that entire area, maybe some extra, and we will see what we come across. But I digress. For those of you on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification if you want to see more of my stuff. I stream daily, so if you want to catch my streams, you can catch it in the description below, where my Twitch link is, and you can find me streaming from 3 to 7 MST time. If you want to catch my most recent stuff, you can also check the Twitch there, as it shows my most recent VODs. For those of you on Twitch, follows are always appreciated. The more follows I have, the more content I can give you guys. And if you're coming from YouTube, welcome. And if you guys want to watch more of my VODs, or you want to watch the older VODs, you can check my YouTube in the description below, because that is where I post all my videos. So, yeah, that's where I archive things. But I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I will see you all in the next stream. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.